I'm so excited.
Don't talk to me! Cutie's doing video.
Griff gang. Good for you. Hi, are you serving cheeseburgers right now? Hi, me again.
Exactly, Syrian.
Like these people who have, like, they have children. Can you not take them to the park?
Rage more, rage.
Dad, if you're watching this, sue Slimer.
He's not a marriage scammer. I'm not hungry. Like, that salad really filled me up. My dad's my uncle. You think your life will be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money? Okay, good luck. Giddy up! Yeehaw! He's my brother. He's my brother. You know? Hillbilly, crap, white trash people.
Bro, those sound bites are very wild when you think about it. Like this one right here stands out the most, especially considering
Your life will be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money.
that
Okay,
Chantal
good luck.
main goal right now is to convince us that Salah is sending her funds from Syria. And then when she got mad at him, she said, well, when I go back to go home to Canada, you're going to be here in Syria with 500 kids and no money. Hello, Queenly. Good to see you. What the fuck can I not say? Daddy on my super chat. Daddy. Queenly, thank you for being a member for 8 months, hon. It took me a minute, girl. It's been a morning. All right. I just want you all to know it's been a morning, and I'll leave it at that. Hello, Carol. Glad to have you, girl. And thank you for being a member for 16 months. So sorry I'm late. Not only did I schedule the stream later, but I was later than what my late schedule was. How about that? But hopefully tomorrow, hey, Deep Fried Fupa, we'll be back on schedule. That was the plan for today. And then that totally got derailed, didn't it? Yes, it did. Holding on for the tab. Hello. But he does love poo. Just finishing the rhyme. Oh my God, I love it. It works. It fits. Holding on for the tab. Thank you for being a member for 39 months. Appreciate you. Big Bertha Jean. Oh, Lewis is doing amazing. Okay, he was a little dramatic yesterday, but he is a little small dog. He's dainty, okay? So he was just, so tired, and he just wanted to lay down and sleep all day. But today he's got his energy back. He's been outside. He's ate his food. He's drank his water. He's pottied. He is wearing his cone. His little cone is just, it's a baby poodle cone. I can't believe it. Like it was made for him. So he has his cone on because we don't believe in allowing our animals to lick their wounds, unlike some gunts I know. Isn't that right, people? Big Bertha, thank you for the support. And thank you for asking about Lewis. And no, I have not checked my DMs or my emails. And I got to do that today because I got to do giveaways. So just give me some time. I'm going to do it today. I had a lot to take care of yesterday, but today I have cleared my schedule at least till 4:00 because that's when my kid gets off the bus. Hello, Rich B. Did the doll escape? Is that why you're late? I have an excuse, but I'm not going to share it. But no, the doll is still here. Don't worry. And you guys are going to see the doll soon. Excuse me. Holy crap. Let me go ahead and catch my breath. We still have a bunch of things that people have sent me that I got to open on stream and show you guys that we're going to schedule either for one day this week or this weekend. It's going to be coming this week. And then you guys will get to see the doll. It's still here. Don't worry. Yes, Lewis is 9.4 pounds. He's just a little dainty thing. Rich, thank you for the support, hun. Yeah, but you can't leave us alone. I love all of you so much. And I love you guys too. Did you guys like the title of the stream? Oh my God. I was like, this is perfect. This is going to be such a fucking banger. And I'm so glad yesterday, Chantal, that you were boring as fuck because I watched damn near all of that. The only thing, listen, there would be a lot of content there if I really wanted to go through it, but we're going to skip it. The fact that she sat there and was absolutely disgusted. Really, MC? Oh, you got one of those big poodles, huh? Was absolutely disgusted by that food and still ate it and then said, she was going to go have herself a second dinner. And I think it was Milky that posted on, because I tapped out. I was like, can't do it, right? But I seen the screenshot floating around on the Twitter where she went to the grocery store and she bought a pack of lunch meat. Hey, big titty, pretty bitch 24. And she took the whole thing, the whole pack, like you get from the deli. And she was just eating it like that, not just one slice at a time. No, it was like a hawk of lunch meat. It's the best way that I could explain it. I was like, wow, Chantal, you really do hate yourself. When you do things like it's one thing to, like not eat healthy and end up being overweight or obese. But then there's another scenario like Chantal where you absolutely fucking must hate yourself to do some disgusting shit like that, because you have to be aware of what I've never, ever seen somebody take a whole ball of deli lunch meat and just eat it like that. It was disgusting. Like, why don't you just get yourself some chicken or something at least? Why would you get that salty, nasty ass lunch meat and eat it by what was that? About a pound of lunch meat? Hey, 10KD, good to see you. Bertha, thank you so much, hun. Hello, Deb, good to see you. I was replay gang yesterday. I love the card idea. My suggestion is to name each set of the cards after a specific foodie arc. That's what me and Sam had talked about. So this first set that I'm working on, and I plan on, like the plan is, guys, to have 100 cards in this collection. Yeah, no. And this one, this first set is just going to kind of be random. I want to have this set to be like different things, but like mods and me and Sam, and then the dogs, and the Paul's going to have his own card, and then just like random things throughout like the support group or whatever. And then, yes, like you said, different arcs that has to do with Chantal verse, right? That is the plan. And we'll get into more of that later on when we get settled on what we're going to do. So also, we are doing another giveaway today. If you guys didn't comment on yesterday's live stream, we're going to pick 10 more winners today. And if you are a winner, you will get our first edition ever support group, the Tunderground trading cards. So make sure you leave your comment for your chance to win. And just Deb, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. She's eating herself out to sea. So basically, that is the summary. I took notes, and guess what? It's in my backpack, which I left in my van, and I don't feel like going and getting. So there's that. There wasn't a whole lot that had happened yesterday. She ate food that she did not like, that she was absolutely sickened by. And then she went to the grocery store to get more. That was it. You got your postcard and your stickers. I was howling. They're so good. I'm so glad you liked them, Kara. That's awesome. What did daddy get Cutie for her birthday? That's a great question. What did her daddy get Cutie for her birthday? It was a meat wad. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you, Sassy Mama. Sassy Mama has dropped the link in chat to the stream, and so has Butter Crumpet. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much. Let me pin it to the top of the chart. Here we go. Lord Almighty, it's been a morning. Okay, I might have cussed a bitch out this morning. There's my confession. There. Now, in case the video is floating around out there somewhere of a psycho, out of control woman that had to give somebody the business this morning, I'll go ahead and let you guys know before you see it on the internet. I'll go viral for sure. No, it wasn't that serious, but I had to check a bitch this morning because I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. That's right, little girl. Go over there and set the fuck down. Playing with me like that. Really, Billy, says Paul. That's right, really, Billy. And thank you for being a member for 6 months. Appreciate you. Drama Beast says, I think she has given up on life. Yes, so the trip to Malaysia is officially off. She said that it's not going to happen. And basically, she wasn't going to give us a reason why. I mean, for one, Chantal, you've eaten yourself out of traveling. Okay, let's start there. And number two, it's obvious that you're punishing Salah because he won't give you his time. He won't FaceTime you. He won't call you. He won't send you sweet nothings. So you know what Salah wants, and what does Salah want, ladies and gentlemen? He wants to go to fucking Malaysia, because Malaysia somehow, I don't remember how, but somebody could explain that to you, is tied into him getting to Canada, which all goes back to day one of why he ever talked and entertained Chantal. So there's that. Did I put on the red lipstick? No, girl, I don't have no red lipstick. Oh, it was the whole thing. It was never going to happen. I agree. I don't think that Chantal, and I think she's well aware that she's not in any condition to travel. So with that being said, we're going to watch, what was it, day before yesterday's Rage that we did not get to yesterday. So buckle up. It's going to be a fucking banger. Can't wait to hear Chantal and everything that she has to say about everybody in the community. Because why? Because she's a fucking loser. That's why. That's really what it comes down to. Didn't Neo Tarot say not a chance? Oh, you know what? I'm so behind on her videos, but she can't sit up straight to travel. She can't sit up straight. She can't walk. She can't breathe. I mean, we could go on and on and on. Hey, Ashley girl. So I had to be MIA while I evict my new son from my body. Girl, now I get time to catch up. I love the card idea. I hope you and baby are doing well. Oh, that's so exciting. Congratulations, hon. And thank you for the support. I love the card idea too. And now I've just cleared my schedule. All right. I just got rid of a new hobby that I was just starting to get into because I had to cuss a bitch out today. And I was like, you know what? This shit ain't for me. That's all it took. Going out and having to mingle with a certain tier type of people. I'm like, you know what? We're done here. Yeah, that's it. That's all I needed. You know, I don't want this. They don't want this for sure. So I've got a lot of free time on my hands. So we're going to make it happen. It's true. Ashley, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Big Bertha says she finally admitted Canada was the goal. We were right all along. Congrats, Ash. Oh, really? Did she say that? I must not got to that. I mean, but we knew that. We've all known that forever and ever and ever. Amen. Big Bertha, thank you, girl. Deb says, and paying by the pound at the buffet. Thank God she wasn't charged by her pounds. They would have really welcomed her to eat. Maybe that's why the manager went over. See, we had it all wrong. We were like, they called, they complained, right? Maybe they think that Chantal has special needs, so they need to come over and make sure that everything was okay. But no, Deb, I think you're onto something. They're like, this right here is a potential big spender. You know, like if you go and you buy a car, and not that they won't come over and entertain you anyways, but if somebody knows you're about to be a big fucking spender, you're going to get a really nice car. If you go to a jewelry store and they know you're about to drop some really big money, they're going to go out of your way. The manager is going to come over and they're going to make small talk. You're a big spender. That actually makes the most sense. I kind of like that theory for sure. Yes, please make sure you're not on top chat like I am, which I am. Thank you, Freya, for that. Deb, thank you, girl. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you know, ... diamond painting. Well, yeah, you're right. Maybe no, you know what? I got plenty of things I need to focus on as far as like, no, I don't need to waste my time doing diamond painting. I'm all over the place, to be quite honest with you, Freya, but no diamond painting. Can't be bothered. Thank you for the support, hun. Hello, Seattle Sapphires. Leaning into 15,000 calories, bedbound arc incoming. Listen, I feel like we're skipping a step. I think we need to put oxygen arc and then bedbound arc. I can taste it. That's how close oxygen arc is. It's like the next time Chantal actually goes to a real deal doctor, they're going to prescribe her an oxygen tank. And then we're going to see her riding around on her mobility scooter with her little backpack oxygen tank. Okay. So we're going to experience that for a while. And then if she's lucky. So we talked about it a little bit yesterday. The lady from My 600-Pound Life, what was it? Was it Dolly? Was that her name? 30 years old. She passed away. Heart failure. And you guys keep saying that about Chantal. Everybody keeps saying that she has all of the symptoms of heart failure. And I was looking, I think it came up on my Facebook or something like that, the article from People or something where it had the woman's picture. And I mean, she was big, and it could have been just because it was like a face picture. It wasn't like a full body, but she didn't look like she was huge. Molly. What did I say? Dolly? I knew it's something like that. But she had oxygen. She sure did. Her breathing is a telltale sign. Her breathing is just, you wouldn't think that Chantal's breathing would get worse. I'm telling you, by the day, Chantal's health is declining to where you can visibly see it. Her breathing, you can hear it. Marley Martinez, thank you for that, Sushi. Dolly was a demon. God had to snatch her ass up quick. Seattle, thank you for the support, hun. Freya says people think we're mean, but she needs oxygen. No, I'm not saying, I mean, listen, it is what it is, girl. I mean, you can listen to people who say you don't need oxygen. Those are the people who really want to see you. Listen, we enjoy this entertainment. All right. It is what it is. This is fun. We gather. I just seen somebody on Twitter the other day saying the same thing that we say. I don't know what it is about this woman who's basically just sitting around eating, but I can't look away. So we are telling you, Chantal, because we want you to extend your life, get the oxygen, woman. We obviously care about you. If we are telling you to go ahead and get your oxygen, we care. If somebody is telling you you don't need oxygen, they don't care. It's really that simple. But yet, for whatever reason, we are the ones that she's always putting a target on and saying all the mean things about. Let that sink in. You cannot be severely obese and asthmatic. Your lungs are already under so much stress, which in turn is killing her heart. I can't imagine how she feels. I think well, I mean, you know it. Chantal can barely get herself out of bed anymore. That's right, Fondue. Hello, good to see you, by the way. Freya, thank you so much. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Chantal, you have the floor. So just so we are following along on a timeline, this was the day that she had the car, the rental car, and she was driving around. She was like, yeah, I told Salah, we're just going to take a break. I think it's better if we just don't talk to each other for a while. Gave all that bullshit. And then like, as soon as she got home, she made a community tab post with Salah and an AI skinnier picture of her, was like, I love you. Like, we're together forever. I don't remember exactly what it said. Something along those lines. That's how long that breakup lasted. And it seems like after yesterday, things are back to where they were. But anyways, this is the stream later on that night when she came back and she had a lot to say about the community. Go ahead, Foodie Girl. You have the floor.
Hello, baby. Good day. Good evening. Good evening.
Ultimate Blackberry, but does she? I mean, I know what you're saying, but I feel like it's definitely getting worse and worse by the day. She said yesterday that picture didn't look like him.
Why are you lanky? Why are you lanky? It's raining.
Oh, yeah, Wicked Crafter. I agree with that. Even when you lose the LBs, sometimes there are devastating damage left behind. I can testify to it. Don't wait too long. Damn, what a message, Wicked Crafter. And we love you for it, girl. That was pretty deep. And thank you for the support, hun. Yes, don't wait. Change your life today. Call now. Hey, Gorlick.
Oh, okey pokey. I saw your comment about, wait, I think they went by, but I don't think they're here right now, are they?
Okay, Charlie says, EBT Titty says, hi, y'all. Love my YouTube name. Wouldn't change it, but since I won't, I'll offer this suggestion to any support group members considering a YouTube name. Kick Foodie Beauty. That was a banger, bitch. Thank you for the support. That's pretty funny. I'm going to listen while making a coffee. Hell yeah, have the coffee, girl.
Hi, Pooh, Weird Barbie, Aussie girl. Hold on a second here.
Oh, I gotta say this. I do have to address something just so, because I don't feel like it's fair to the community not to address this, and I want to go ahead and get it out of the way. Bailey Bug, hello, girl. Good to see you. Good morning. I love when you go live at this time so I can chat with everyone. You know what? This is a good time for the people on the West Coast, especially because you guys are like 3 hours behind us. So I know it's super early for you guys. So when I can get it in this time, I appreciate seeing the new people in the chat. And thank you for the support, hun. Cosmopolitan, hello. According to Uni Pondu, they broke up twice. So over the weekend, they broke up twice. Girl, I feel like we are spiraling at this time. I feel like something is going to happen. We are due for an epic meltdown, for an epic change, kind of like when Cabela exposed Salah for all of those messages. Like one of those moments, it is time to happen in Chantelverse. So sooner than later would be great. And thank you for the super chat, hun. Hello, Cluster Cult Treasurer. Thank you to all that suggested violet shampoo yesterday. I would like to inform that I went to a professional, and after 4 hours at the salon, I have achieved the Draco Malfoy blonde of my dreams. I told you, girl. Listen, a professional, if you find the right person, will get you right and tight, and you'll never ever do it yourself again. I love that for you. Congratulations. I remember I used to be a box dye girl myself, and then I dyed my hair orange, and then I had to give in and go to a professional. And after that, I never went back. It's worth it. And for me, it takes a long time and it costs a lot of money. But again, you get the look that you're looking for, and nobody can do it like a professional. So congratulations and thank you for the support, girl. I seen somebody else. Hold on. Let me check this tab. I don't know why. Oh, no, I said yours. I think I got everybody. Okay, so and this person, I think it doesn't matter who it was. I've seen this person in chat, so this is no shade directed at them. But somebody had made a complaint basically directed to the reaction community. And it was somebody specific that they were talking about, and we don't know who the person was. And basically the Twitter message said something like, there was a certain reaction channel I had to unfollow with all of the pauses and over talking foodie and thanking people for their donations. It was just not watchable anymore. And so to those, and I get it, like we are not for everybody. And this kind of message is for reactors, not to change your content. Okay. This is not so much directed at the community. It's more directed at my peers, because you guys don't need to change what you're doing. You're not doing anything wrong. We aren't clip channels like that. We are such a big community that we have something for everybody. Like, I get it. Like some days there are times that I just need to get to the content and I need to go watch a clip channel. Some days, and I go to so many different reaction channels to hear what they have to say because it brings something new and it keeps me fresh, right? So like I'll pivot. And I totally get, because especially for me, I'm going to talk more than Chantal does. There was a point that I just stopped even calling it reactions, because it's me just playing Chantal for like 5 minutes and that's all you're getting. But it brings something different. And when you are going into a reaction, that is what you're there for. You're there for that person's personality. You were there to kind of cover the news, current events that have happened. You were there to play certain clips out of their videos, but you were there mostly to talk and do the entertaining yourself. You were the entertainer, not Chantal, right? And as far as donations, you are keeping the show going, guys. Like if you guys are going out there and you're joining a membership of somebody's channel, that is helping them come back and be able to continue to do this. So we have to think, you guys can't just super chat and me not say thank you. These are highlighted messages that people pay for. They need to be given what they paid for. We acknowledge messages, we read them, we thank you, and we keep it pushing. That is how this community works, and we've built a strong community. So that message is more for, like I said, my peers more than the community. And like I said, I get it. Like we are not for everybody, or you might just not have time that day, and it's okay. So there's that. And we do appreciate you guys listening to us rant, going on, talking about our personal lives, all the support that we get into the community. We really do appreciate you all. Hello, Miss T. Morning, fatties. Happy Tuesday, girl. Lurking and studying. Yes. How did it go yesterday, girl? Hopefully good. Thumbs up for you. All right. Thank you for the support. Good to see you. If I wanted to hear her, I would watch her raw. No way. Well, like I said, like that's just saying. Piggy, barbecue chillin'. There's, I'm sure, a ton that I'm forgetting. These are great, amazing clip channels where you don't even have to go and watch Chantal raw. They cut it down for you. They re-upload it on their channels, and it's a good fucking time. There's lots of different ways to consume this content. We really are a crazy group. We are. I tell you. Miss T, thank you, girl. Yeah, I don't listen. It doesn't matter who said it. Like, I get it because we can be a lot to people, but you guys got to remember, like, okay, that's fine. That's okay. There's some, you don't have to go watch Foodie Raw. Go watch Barbecue Chilling. Go watch Just Saying. There's somebody out there for you. Hey, Tweet T. Hello, Be Like Water Baby. Girl, why are you addressing the comment? Like I said, more directed towards the peers. Somebody like Milky, somebody who's younger than me, giving her advice so she doesn't go and change her content to kind of, maybe make that one person happy. Because I'm telling you, as somebody who has been around for 10 years, and I know Milky's been here for a while, but sometimes back, like when I was new, somebody could say something to where I might change my content. That's why it was more directed towards like Milky, because she was the one who shared the comment. That's why I even seen it. But thank you, hun. Manning says, I'm just here for the Everest content. Read that. Everest win, Chantal. Maybe that's where you can go have your big nap. That would be great. And just make sure you film it. Manning, thank you for that reminder, bringing us all back around. Appreciate you, girl. Jerome B, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. Appreciate you too, girl. Jenna Taylor, hello, 2 years. Whoop, whoop. Hello. Goodbye, Kyle. It's goodbye, Kyle. You got a personal message, girl. Thank you for being a member for 24 months, hon. I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. FFG's Lumberjacks Restraining Order. Hello. I got my wax melts and my sticker. Thank you. And keep talking and entertaining us. Don't change a thing and keep running that mouth. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. You love it. And I love it. Thank you for being a member for 31 months, hon. Bailey Bug says, we love Milky how she is. Exactly. And thank you for the support. KK says, I love it here. God forbid, commenter comments. Well, and I don't want to bash that person. Like I said, I get it. It's just more of, I kind of explained that. But thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Hello, Scar. As someone who never shuts up, thank you for the advice. Yes, don't doubt yourself. Scar is somewhat of a new reactor. She does great. She's over there covering Rosie. Scar, I'll watch you so much after my streams when I'm out grocery shopping or whatever I got to do. I've got you playing on in the background. Don't ever doubt yourself because you deliver great content over there. And that's what I'm talking about. And thank you for being a member for 20 months. Burnett says that Twitter listener needs to set and spin. Thank you, Burnett. I appreciate you, girl. All right. Drama V super chat just to interrupt the stream. Thank you, girl. Appreciate the interruption. We'll take it. Panda Pondu, good to see you. All right, Chantal, back to you, ma'am. Oh, broken. Yes. You know what? So sorry about that. Sam told me today. Super special shout out. Jen, we love you so much. Congratulations, girl, especially after everything that you've been through. Jen is a cancer survivor, bit not broken, if you see her in the chat. So when you go through something like that and you come out on the other side, we are celebrators of birthdays over here, but that even makes it more super special. So congratulations, hon. Seriously. Atlantis mermaid. I seen what you said. That was funny.
Jaguar, Dingleberry. Oh, your sister has terminal cancer. Aww.
So that was Bailey Bug that had said that, and that is awful, and I feel so sorry for her. But Bailey Bug was the person the other day that was in Chantel's chat talking about, hey, Sinatra says, talking about kittens, and I believe like a kitten had passed away or something like that. Bailey Bug has always got something really, really bad going on in their life. I've had people announce their departure because we played the Salah birthday song for someone in chat. Yeah, and you know what? Like either they'll come back around or they'll find a community that fits for them. And so again, just don't let it change what you're doing over there. Big Bertha says we actually enjoy each other and Chantal is often just background noise. I love this group just as it is. I agree. I do agree with that, Big Bertha. Because if we weren't who we were, I don't know that we could ever get through any of this shit. If we weren't sitting here having these conversations and coming up with these crazy theories or talking about discussing Chantal and her bathroom habits, if I just had to sit here and make a few comments, bitch, I would be out. There's no way I could do it. No, like when I leave here, I'm so entertained. Like I literally got to turn that shit down. Like I got to come back and tune in to like real life. Cause it really does. I don't know how to explain it. You guys probably leave here, especially when we have a really good stream. And it's the same for you. I mean, it is what it is. Big Bertha, thank you for the support, hun. Bailey Bug says me, not me. No, not you. No, it's I don't know. It's whoever she's saying over there. No, it's not you. I don't think it's you, girl. At least I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes we get some, I don't know. Did I say your name? She'll say it again. Thank you for the support, hun. Hello, sweet daily win. Yava, is it okay to share my wins with you here? Of course. Sweet daily win. You encourage me to keep taking chances, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing with what I got going on right now. This is what it is. Sweet daily win. Thank you for the support, hun. Hello, dumb not dumber. I've never understood why reactors apologize for pausing. We want to hear your opinions. Pause away, sit and spin if you don't like it. That's right, dumb and dumber. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, Nancy.
I just saw Okie Pokie's comment. I'll wait for them to come in. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Cheesy Yum Yum. Hey, Gab.
Hey,
Eggs on
Dungeons.
Legs. Crystal, Short Bus Patty. Inox, Sneakerhead.
Short
Did I
bus.
say hi to Weird Barbie?
It's like she doesn't fucking get it. She's completely clueless. Hey, Olga. And shout out to all the support group girls for the company while working. Yes, girl. And thank you for being a member for 41 months. I appreciate you.
Patty. Hi, Yesenia. Hey, Poopy McGee. Hey, Deirdre. Oh, you. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Tigger. Sodium. Nona.
Well, then what's her name? Let me tap it back. We're going to get through this today, guys. Don't worry.
Why are you lanky?
Your names must be similar. Give me a minute.
Why are you lanky? It's raining. Oh, Okie Pokey. I saw your comment about. Wait.
Hey, Ash, girl. I'm here for Yavit and my girls in the chat. That's right, girl. And we appreciate you for it. Thank you for the support. Hey, Dorky. Chantel's organs are failing one by one.
I think they went by, but I don't think they're here right now, are they? Hi, Pooh, Weird Barbie, Aussie girl. Hold on a second here.
Miss Fluffykin says unwatchable without a good reactor. And you know, that's a good thing. People were saying if we thought that this community was watered down. And I was like, no, if anything, we don't have enough people in this community because everybody will either rotate through different reactors and hear what everybody has to say or certain people have to say, or they will find one reactor that they really like their personality and they will stick with them. But we really don't have a whole lot of people around here. So the more, the merrier. All right. So if you are thinking about starting a channel, maybe you should. And thank you for being a member, hun.
Very sick puppy, Jaguar, Dingleberry.
Dingleberry.
Your sister has terminal cancer. Aw. I just saw Okie Pokie's comment. I'll wait for them to come in. Hey, Tracy.
Isn't her name Baywee? What is her name? I can't think of it. Anyways, Anna Peters says, yes, I've dipped in the chats that didn't work for me. You really got to find your people. When you do, it's the best thing ever. It becomes your home room. Yes, that's a great way to explain it, Anna. And thank you for the support, girl. I appreciate you. Yulia says, I love hanging out with my fatties while I settle into work and sip my coffee. Y'all are great. And we love you for it, Yulia. And thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Fauntleroy. Good to see you, hun. Hello, hello. Fauntleroy, have you ever considered just maybe with your voice, I think you could definitely bring something different to the community. And I know you do something completely different on your channel, but I mean, you are kind of like, you know, you're in the community. You got a channel, girl. If anything, maybe start another one or just do like one reaction. I want to hear Fauntleroy react to Chantal with his voice. I really do. Charlotte, hello. I've been on a break. I lost Tater. I'm so sorry, hun. I pick up her ashes this morning. I love this community. Reactors never change. It's why we love you. Thoughts and prayers to you, hun. I know that's hard. And thank you so much for the support. Cats, hello, girl. I hate that baby talk, but on the names in her chat, I think she thinks they're all tributes of positivity to her. Welcome to egotism. Oh my God. Maybe she thinks those names are about other people. Well, I mean, the ones that are obviously like Chantel's foot and they've got different ones like that she knows. But to be quite honest, Chantal really doesn't have any choice but to take what she has. If she was to get rid of the trolls that fuck with her, like Short Buzz, there's another one. I can't remember the name, but every time she says it, it makes me laugh. She wouldn't have anybody left. There would be no chatters outside of Turd Drop. So she's kind of just got to settle with it. Cats, thank you for the support, hun.
Hey, Cheesy Yum Yum. Hey, Gab. Eggs on Legs. Crystal, Short Bus Patty. Inox, Sneakerhead. Oh, did I say hi to Weird Barbie? Patty. Hi, Yesenia. Hey, Poopy McGee. Hey, Deirdre. Oh, you. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Tigger. Sodium, Nona, Saturns. Hey, Aussie girl. Casey. Booty hole. Sorry I'm late. I just woke up from a nap. I was planning on maybe going to see They Will Kill You, but I didn't wake up in time. It's pouring rain.
So she was driving around. She went to the animal farm. She went to, I think, Burger King after that. She ended the stream. She went home, I believe, if I'm remembering right. And then so when she ended the stream, she went to sleep. This is what she did with herself.
Really, eggs on legs? Ah! Hey, Jenna. It's gory. I picture it being gory like Kill Bill. Kinda. Hey, Deb. Digger, thank you for the skull emoji. You're watching Haunt? I love that movie. Salah and I saw that about 3 times. He always wants to watch that. He always wants to watch the same few movies. Haunt. Have you ever seen Yummy? Teardrop? Hey, Coco Pickle.
Oh my God, your name. Salah's overworked right hand. Tomorrow's my 45th birthday and I won't be here. Can I get the birthday song? In fact, I love it here. Don't ever change. Absolutely, girl. Happy birthday and congratulations on almost making it another year. And thank you for the support. Salah's overworked right hand. Goodbye, Kyle. Thank you so much for getting 5 the YouTube Underground memberships, girl. Bella Batty, Duping Delight. Is it Mons? Pixel 8. We're gonna leave it at that. Fart Doo-Doo 420 got a membership. Wow, goodbye, Kyle. You really shook that one out of the tree. A word from our sponsor.
Pickle yourself up.
Yes.
It's a crunchy world out there.
That's right. Just pickle yourself up. That was for me, wasn't it, Pickle? You know the kind of day I've had. Kyle, thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Oh, I'm dead. Salah's overworked right hand.
Hey, next. Boo butt. Scree. No, I don't feel like eating the green door stuff. Hey, SD. Maybe tomorrow. I don't feel like eating that again. The mashed potatoes and something tomato-y like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of hungry, but I don't want to go out and lose my parking spot. Wet, cold ahi tuna. Ah, tomato pie.
Hey, Peace in America.
Or no.
This is the right stream, isn't it? She streams so much. It's very possible that sometimes I get it wrong. So if by chance I'm watching the wrong one, please let me know.
What? I've done a lot this
I don't want to leave. I don't want to lose my spot.
weekend. Yeah, well, I feel like I should have done more. But
Well, Foodie, if you were a hillbilly like the rest of us and you had yourself an old trailer, well, hell, you just park in your front yard. That's what us hillbillies do. We ain't got to worry about parking spots, don't you know? We can just park right in front of our trailer.
hard. I need to sit my ass. I need to, like, do nothing but focus on getting in shape.
Did you see? You're rage baiting, okay? And I've told this community before that I am a professional rage baiter spotter, okay? Because I have children, 3 of them. You know, you talk about them all the time. Yes, you're rage baiting us. We know it. Glass Diamond, hello. I'm loving some of these names. I'm curious if people create another account strictly for listening here. You know what? I guarantee it. I would say odds are when it gets to be something crazy like where it's girl world related, they probably have that as like their secondary account, and then they more than likely have their main account. Like if they go into like normal non-girl world related communities, I'll say yes. The odds are very likely. Thank you for the support. Or maybe they don't. Maybe Salah's overused right hand is just traveling around YouTube and you never know where they're going to end up. That's definitely a possibility. Hello, niece. Support group meets when it's late at night in Australia, so sometimes I fall asleep listening to but it soothes me. You know what? I have a lot of Australians that say the same thing. That's interesting. It must be the hillbilly accent. Thank you for the support, hon. Hello, Champagne Kisses. I never miss a support group meeting. All the stories of victory, pickle encouragement, and train wreck in the background, making us all feel better about ourselves. I love this place. You all are my hug box. It's true. And yes, Chantal, I will agree with you. We run a tight hug box over here as well. When she's right, she's right. I'll leave it at that. Champagne kisses. Thank you for the support, hun. Baby Bug says, guys, if I'm not a beezer, I'm not a beezer, please believe me. Chantal has blocked me for saying she has mangled muff. No, I think she has a baby or something like that. Somebody tell me I'm not crazy. What's that girl's name? Fondue, I know you know. You guys have a very similar name. I'm not saying that it's you though, girl. It's totally fine. And thank you for the support. I appreciate you. She itches her hands a lot. What does that mean? Depends on what hand it is, Morton. Maybe she's about to come into money. Maybe she's about to get a disability big fat payout. That would be the only thing I could think of. No, I don't think it's Bayless. Hello, Sunshine. Countdown to seeing my Ivy. Hope all is well. Oh, it feels like you guys were just together. Artie Tom, that's amazing. And thank you for being a member for 15 months. I love to see it. Did I say hello to you, Butter Crumpet? Hello if I didn't. The scooter needs a safe word says, nah, I'm just leaving comments everywhere on this name. Many people are confused. Okay, I can relate to that because my TikTok it's my YouTube name, but that's not what's crazy about it. Let me tell you guys something. Seriously, and I've told this story before. My picture on TikTok is one of my favorite pictures ever of Chantal. It's her sipping a drink out of a It's one of my favorite pictures, if not my favorite, right? Well, that's my avatar picture on TikTok. Well, I don't watch girl world related shit on TikTok. I watch everything but girl world related content. And there's a lot of times that I go in the comment section and nobody interacts with me. Nobody will respond to me. Nobody likes my comment. I never get any interaction, and I fucking know because I'm using Chantal's avatar as my profile picture. So Chantal, in a way, I kind of know what it's like to be in your Skechers. It's very lonely. I've debated on changing it just so like people will respond to because like there's some things I actually want a response to and they just won't give it to me. And I know it's because I have that profile picture. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know. I want to change it, but I feel like I can't. Like I'm dedicated at this point. And you want to hear something that's funny? See, I remember how I told you that I found my sister or whatever. Well, I've never told her about this, but like when you start talking to somebody and you're messaging them, like for whatever reason, you will get suggested their social media. So I guess she was suggested my TikTok because I seen her in it shows you who views your profile or whatever. And it was her picture. And she's never said anything to me about it. And I know why, because she doesn't fucking know it's me. It's great. Anyways, thank you for the support, hon. Purple Panda says he told she sold the old gold toad in road mode. I had that pretty good, Purple Panda. And thank you for the support. I appreciate you. I saw you dancing on TikTok. Who is dancing on TikTok? Do you guys do the dance trends? Oh my God. Miss T says on Twitter, Roz is my profile picture and I get the random fat attack and I'm like, what? And then I remember my profile picture and I laugh like a psycho. I've seen you talking about that on Twitter. I love that. That is hilarious. See? And now I feel like you're dedicated just like me. You can't even change it. You will let these people abuse you and say all these meany things about you and your weight because it's funny as fuck. I love that. Miss T, thank you for the support. Shelly Ray says, that reminds me, some 22-year-olds this weekend said anyone from Colorado, which is me, dumb Yankees, LOL. I will meet your Yankees to you being a hillbilly. Hey, the Yankees got an accent too, girl. I've heard plenty of things about the Yankees. And thank you for the super chat. Desi's mama says itchy hand and body have to do with liver and kidneys, but mostly the kidneys. They're shutting down. Say less. That has to be what it is. Her kidneys are shutting down because she's itching her hands and her body. So it's not body lice. Okay, so wait a minute. Chantal, itchy hands, either, what did you say it was? Liver, kidney failure, or body lice. Wow. That's crazy. So it's either liver or kidney failure or body lice. I'm leaning towards it's probably liver and kidney failure. I can definitely agree with that. Well, thank you for that information. They're definitely going to go and they're going to tell her, they're going to be like, the support group said you were itching your hands because your liver's failing. It's going to be like, really? Is that the rumor you're spreading now, Yabba? Really? You're a bad mom. And then we're going to have to do that whole song and dance again. It's going to be a good time. Hello, Sassy Cat. Itchy palms can sometimes signal underlying health conditions such as diabetes, liver disease, or nerve disorders. Interesting. Thank you. All right. So we need to keep a tally. Sinatra says, and Mrs. Sin, they usually do a very good job of tallying. We're going to have to pass that obligation off to them because I'm way too undiagnosed ADD for that scenario. Sassy Cat, thank you for the support, hun. I'm not ready for the show to end yet, though. I'm ready for something. I consider myself also torn. Chantal pisses me off all the time with the shit that she says, but she is our entertainment, okay? And I'm not ready for the show to end either. So Chantal, go get your oxygen, big girl.
Do not be smirched, excuse me. Confetti popcorn, ooh. Why did you ban Gattuso? Do they keep saying it? Oh, I see, Tracy. Okay, let's just mute them.
I was the person who would say to Chantal, I would look her in her diabetes eyes and I would say, Chantal, foodie, beauty, don't you ever die. Don't you ever die. Just because I'm being responsible and preparing your memorial is not me wishing for you to have or go down for the big nap.
We're going to mute people instead of banning. Mute?
Okay,
Gattuso? You have to be muted if you porno bees. Thank you. Oops, I think I hid them. Six. Hi, BG13. BG13.
The story she told, and I believe her diabetes boo-boo eyes. Oh my God, bitch, I'm dying. Her diabetes boo-boo eyes. Little Birdie says, cuties simply cannot stand the amount of genuine love and support we all have for each other. Yabba brings people together. Chantal tears them apart. That's right. Sit and spin, cutie. Little Birdie, thank you for the support. I appreciate you. So she told this story. I think it was yesterday's stream, the one we're not going to watch. I just want to talk about it really quick. So, because it actually made me laugh. Like, it was one of those rare moments, and I think probably the only moment where I was laughing with Salah and not at Salah, which is when she told the story when she got mad because Salah asked her why she had to force her burps out so big and loud. And she says, well, you just sit there and lift your leg and let it rip right on garlic bread. And she said, Salah, every time he farts, he'll fart on the haters. On the reaction channels, bitch, I was dying because I could picture Salah sitting on the blue sofa in Kuwait, lifting his little dainty gorly leg and farting and then laughing at it and saying, this is for you, Gorlick. It's just fucking funny. Anyways, back to you, Chantal.
Anyways, hello, Southern boy. Hey, Chi-Town.
See, Salah, you should have did that on your reactions, okay? Maybe that would have entertained us. Maybe we are the sickos.
Why would they just...
Remember when Salah got exposed for sperm everywhere and he got rid of the blue couch? Do you guys fucking remember that? I don't think we talk about that enough, okay? She claims she's now 271. I think she meant, see, this is how you know this motherfucker don't do nothing but lie, right? I think she meant to say 371. She's literally just saying anything. She's just saying a number. She's like, did I tell the people I was 271 or 371? I can't tell them the truth, which is 471. So I'll just throw out 271. It's like throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. She can't sit and spin. It's sit and stuck. That's true. Thank you for the super chat, hun. I got banned from Cutie's chat for asking if Salah had to follow the smell to find her. We should all do some kind of confession. That's what our next open panel should be. Why did you get blocked from Cutie's chat? Because I can guarantee you, I'm just going to be honest. I would say easily 60% of this chat has made up some kind of alias and went over, whether it be on YouTube or Kick, whichever. Motherfucker, if Langley, bless her heart, thoughts and prayers on Langley, she's going through it right now. If motherfucking Langley, okay, is going out here and finding the time to make Kick accounts so she can troll Chantal, I know the rest of you fuckers are. One day we're gonna do a confession panel where you got to tell the truth. Don't just make up shit and say what got you banned. I went to watch Chantal the other day when she went on Twitch. I got the message that you were banned from this chat. I was like, fuck, you can't even watch on Twitch. If they block you on Twitch, if they block you on Twitch, you can't even watch. It sucks. And I was like, damn. And you can request to be unbanned. And I think it tells you what you did, what you said that got you banned. So sometimes on some of these things, you can go back and see. I don't even remember what got me blocked on Kick, but I remember it was good. It was worth it. It was worth it. No regrets.
Oh, I don't see them. I hid them. How come I don't see them anymore?
I told her that BG13 only liked her because she smelled like fish. You know she does, though. Ugh. Cluster Cult, thank you for the super chat, hun.
Okay. You can ban them.
I don't have to take notes. I mean, really, honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably go through my phone and see the kind of shit that I've sent to Chantal that's got me thrown out. The other day I did it. I admit it. I $1.99 in her eyes. I can't remember what I said, though. It was a fucking good one.
No. Okay, thank you, Teardrop. I don't see them. Sorry, Tracy, I should have understood your...
No,
I think what we should do, we need to come up with a good plan. Mod guidance. I don't know. It depends on my mood. Okay, how about every time I start live, I do... Hey, Amira. I do that. I tell you guys like what I want depending on my mood for the day. I don't know. Anyways, I got to tell you about what happened, okay?
Okay.
I feel like...
She's about to explain her breakup and makeup with the romance scammer. Pay attention. All right. 8 minutes and 40 seconds. We've been here for what? An hour already?
I am not mentally well. I am...
Yeah, well, I get you not super chatting her, Christina, but for me, it's worth to invest $1.99. For me, because I'm a reactor, when you're just talking about a little measly $1.99, it's an investment. Because sometimes we get a little bit more out of that $1.99. All right.
So manic or something because I changed my mind. Like, you know how, for instance, today I told you guys in my earlier stream, I was taking a break from Salah?
Yes. So she is admitting that she told us, the community, earlier that day that she is taking a break from her husband who is in a war-torn country. Got you. Just want to make sure we're all following along. Go ahead.
That ended the... Like, I can't take it. Like, I missed him too much. And I realized that in this case, I'm the problem. That's why the title is Mushkila, problem in Arabic. Like, I'll tell you what happened and you tell me if I was out of line, okay? I don't like to bring my relationship problems online, and I've been good at keeping our stuff private. But so he just opened his second business fully, okay?
Okay. Again, I want to clarify this. In the war-torn country, Salah just got done opening his second business in Syria. Second. Right. And where's he getting the money to start these businesses in Syria, Chantal? Just curious. Continue.
And he was now installing this. He's doing some renovations on his house, including installing a traditional Syrian fountain, okay?
Oh. Second business, installing a traditional Syrian water fountain, renovations. Salah seems to be balling. I don't know if I believe that.
So he's really busy, and 99% of the time, and this is why I got mad, I got upset, because every single day, it's a ritual.
So I'm sorry, but I'm trying to think back. I don't know a lot about Syria, but I do remember being obsessed with Chantal and Chantal living in Syria, so I might know a thing or two. I remember something along the lines of there not being like a lot of access to water. Like there's water tanks, you get water filled, every so often. It's basically a luxury. So you're telling me in a country like Syria, that somebody has a actual traditional water fountain? Is it functioning? Like, is it functional? Does it actually is it water fountaining water, Chantal? I guess that's my question. Okay. Cause I'm a little confused. That's all I'm saying. Now, Cutie is another woman playing wallet for your man. Fondu says she slipped in a past live when he was in the chat. The alleged second business is a shop out of his house, like a bodega. Really? I can believe that. I can see Chantal sending Salah Canadian money because it can go very far in Syria. Like, there's always some truth to what Chantal is saying sometimes. You just gotta be able to read through it. I can see Chantal. I mean, if she just sent him $50, imagine how far. Dude, she was buying like large pizzas in Syria for a couple of dollars. So imagine how far Salah could take $100 Canadian, $50 Canadian. Hell, she could probably send him 20 and it would still do pretty good, pretty well over there. So yeah, I could believe that. I totally could. And thank you, Fondue. I appreciate you. Big Bertha says his dad's business and daddy is keeping him busy to keep him from her. Plus, he wants his son to have a wife and kids. Yep, I believe that as well, Big Bertha. I think his family has a lot to do with him not talking to Chantal. I do agree with that. And thank you for the support, hun. Tuxedo Bowie, hello. Sure, Salah does renovations on houses, yet brings a $10 fan in for repairs. Do you guys remember them repairing that piece of shit box fan? Oh my God, that was great. Hey, Frenchie BG. Tuxedo Bowie, thank you, hun. Niece says Chantal is Salah's first business. Yep, big facts. Agreed. And thank you, hun.
I told you guys this. When he wakes up,
yeah,
he messages me right away. But I ended up falling asleep. Was it yesterday? I think yesterday. I ended up falling asleep before he woke up. So normally when he wakes up, we talk for a while, right? Before he gets on with his day. But sometimes, when I live there, I can vouch for this. You don't even have time to even look at your phone sometimes because people are ringing the doorbell. People are coming. But anyways, for some reason I was touchy. So when I woke up 7 or 8 hours later, I look at my phone and there's no message at all. Normally if I'm sleeping, he'll send me messages, throughout the day. Are you still sleeping, honey bun, kind of thing. There was nothing. So I messaged him. I wrote hello with a bunch of question marks. And then he replied maybe 5 minutes later and wrote, hello, foodie beauties, and then laughed. And I was like, nah. I was instantly bitchy. I was like, nah. I was like, 7 hours go by, you don't even message me even once. And he's like, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't want to disturb you if you were sleeping. I'm like, that's a lie because you always message me. He's like, he's like, you know what it's like here? The workers came for the fountain and to install the new power system for the business. And
he got a new power. Are you guys? I mean, I know she's just rambling and it doesn't sound like she's saying much, but these things are things that you want to fucking note. She has just rambled off a lot of shit. Power, like what? You got to remember, in the family home, there's not electricity. Well, there is electricity for a couple of hours a day, but outside of that, she paid for Salah to get a ton of solar paneling there. And it sounds like they've had something else installed as well.
You know what it's like here? The workers came for the fountain and to install the new power system for the business.
A new power system for the business. This is interesting. He's spending all that money there. He sent her 18 million Syrian dollars to cover her rent. He is balling, baby.
And anyway, he's like, I message you all the time. He's like, why would I ignore you? You don't make any sense. You're paranoid. He's like, the problem is you don't trust me and all this and that. So we got into it a bit. And I don't know. I feel like I overreacted. His life is really, really busy there. I don't know. He normally always messages me. I asked ChatGPT. They're like, if it.
Oh my God. Do not get your relationship advice from ChatGPT. Because again, I don't know anybody that would actually do this, but obviously there are people out there who are no, that's not what it's for. ChatGPT, do you think my husband who's in Syria who wants Canadian sponsorship, do you think he's sticking down his cousin right now? What do you think, ChatGPT? Cluster Cult says, I believe that if she doesn't text him by the hour, he just assumes she's dead. I agree with that. Thank you for the support, hun.
If it's like a 1 out time, you might be overreacting. I don't know. So that's why, and I like really laid into him though. I was like really like, F off, don't talk to me ever again. You know, like
We know that you're abusive. We do. You don't have to tell us, girl. We know. If you are mad at one of your partners, odds are you're going all in. You are abusive.
he doesn't say like F off to me and stuff like that, you know? Do you think I overreacted for real?
So she's admitting right here and now that Salah, even though she is verbally abusive to Salah, that he is not verbally abusive back. I think that also should be noted for future reference when Chantal gets mad at Salah and she like goes scorched earth and she starts planting the seeds that he was somehow abusive to her, because she just admits that she's verbally abusive and he's not back. You know, she talks to Chat GPT like the Stan song. Oh, the way we hear the way she talks to Chat GPT, it's psychotic. Whenever she's asking, it's like she's having a conversation with another person. When she talks into her phone to Chat GPT when she's on live stream, that shit is psychotic. It really is.
Don't listen to Chat GPT. I don't know. And the night before, he did tell me that the workers were coming early in the morning to, you know. No, he messages me when he wakes up. Hey, Nina. A bit toxic. That's why I wanted to take a break.
How much would you pay to see her Chat GPT history? I would pay 7,000 of big cigarettes, Canadian dollars. Thank you for the support, Dumb Not Dumber.
Yeah, I'm very, very insecure about this, like, especially being away from each other. You think it's a repeat? I felt like it's a different situation.
Hey, Gladders.
You're the problem, it's you.
Yeah,
so
I
felt that I was the problem. Where you're coming from, but you feel like the least he could do is stay loyal to the schedule. But on his side, it probably really sucks that the one time he forgets you're blowing up on him. I think maybe you should try working on stepping back before replying. Yeah, that's why I react right away. And he said that too. He's like, nah. If I forgot to message him, he would just ask me what happened and he would accept my explanation. I went on all day, like, I don't think I can do this. I don't want to. She's sniffing my fart. BG! BG! Anyway, don't do that, BG. Wait, BG! Okay, sorry. Like, I freaked out.
I don't think that she farted. Hold on.
That too. He's like, nah. If I forgot to message him, he would just ask me what happened and he would accept my explanation. I went on all day, like, I don't think I can do this. I don't want to. She's sniffing my fart. BG!
I don't think she farted. I think that is Chantel's body odor that the cat is smelling. It's her side. It says she's smelling her diaper. Basically, she did fart. She shit herself. Damn, how did I miss it? You guys are good. When?
This, like, it's
Fuck it, whatever. Okay, I stand corrected. She shitted herself.
Especially being away from each other. You think it's a repeat? I felt like it's a different situation.
Put that one in on me, Chantal.
You're the problem, it's you. So I felt that I was the problem. Where you're coming from, but you feel like the least he could do is stay loyal to the schedule. But on his side, it probably really sucks that the one time he forgets you're blowing up on him. I think maybe you should try working on stepping back before replying. Yeah, that's why I react right away. And he said that too. He's like, nah. If I forgot to message him, he would just ask me what happened and he would accept my explanation. I went on all day, like, I don't think I can do this. I don't want to. She's sniffing my fart. BG! BG! Anyway, don't do that, BG. Wait, BG! Okay, sorry. Like, I freaked out. Sorry. Ew.
Have you ever thought about seeking help for that? You ever thought about talking to somebody? Chantal, you're 42 years old. This is maybe an immature teenager in a new relationship, brand new to dating. Maybe that is some childish shit. Where you been? You don't even call me anymore. You know what? Don't talk to me. And then hang up the phone or whatever. That is some childish things that a teenager new to dating might do. Not a 42-year-old married woman of almost 4 fucking years. 4 years. Seek help. Hello, Unicorn Farts. She is a Canadian version of Annie Wilkes. I don't know who that is. I think you guys have told me before and I can't remember, but I'll look into it. Thank you for being a member, hun.
She's gnarly. It's not my fault she likes it. No one can convince me it's asking.
Exactly, Anna Peters. He's not abusive when she wants us to like him. Yep. And as soon as she thinks that she's over the man that she's in a relationship with, she has to say something to the, you know why she does this? Now it kind of makes sense. And you guys have probably said this before, but thinking back to what happened in Syria and when she was going scorched earth on not just Salah, but his family, she has to go to the worst thing that you can say about a man or a husband or a partner, which is that they're abusive, because she needs to immediately unplug because she's exposed this man to her community. So she has to make sure, and not to say that Dishwasher wasn't the monster that she said he was, because he was, right? But she has to make sure that she unplugs and takes away any possibility of people in this community supporting them, whether it be people from her community or our community. Because then if you go and you support somebody like Salah after the breakup, she'll be like, so you're supporting somebody who's abusive? That's why she says that shit. And she's going to say it when it happens, and it will eventually happen, to make sure that she tries to destroy any possibility of Salah having any support from her community or anybody else's. Yep, she needs to be the victim. That too. Anna, thank you for the support, hun. Corvid says, I stand corrected. She shitted herself. I'll LOL at this. This is why we pay reactors. Thank you. We appreciate you. Well, I mean, it's true. We'd be saying some wild shit in here, and I just wanted to make sure that I corrected myself because I thought the cat was just smelling Chantal's body odor. Or full diaper, as somebody said in the chat, which I still think could be a possibility. And thank you, hon. I appreciate you.
Too much to send a good morning text every day. No, and he normally does. Yeah, broken trust. Exactly, I do, yeah. And he said that's going to be a problem. He's like, either you forgive me and move on, like he's like, I've been trying really hard to make you feel good and kind of, he didn't say it like in those words. I don't remember exactly the words he said, but repair what happened. And like, I'm different now since being in Syria, blah, 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 He's like, so
he's telling you what you want to hear. Got it.
Anyway, I explained to him, so anyway, yeah, that's the thing. That's why I wanted to take a little bit of a breather and like really think about the situation instead of doing this over and over and over. Because how
are you going to take a breather when you yourself can't even breathe, ma'am?
That will just destroy it for good, Yeah. So. No. I don't know. No, to be fair to him, Dialysis, he does do his best. Like the last time he went hours and hours, like there was an internet problem. Remember, he came online to defend himself.
Oh my God. This is humiliating.
Yeah, he will get tired of it. He said so. He's like, I can't keep doing this, so.
So basically she's admitting that this last go around that she was still bringing up the Cabela shit. So every opportunity that she has, like if he doesn't answer the phone or if he didn't text her through the night, if she didn't wake up to 7 texts from Salah saying, hey, honey bun, she's going to say, you cheated on me with Cabela, the whore. That's what she'll say. And she'll throw it right back up in his face.
Anyway, we have an end goal. I'm just not telling the internet about it.
Username Dialysis. Yes, MC. 7 honey bun texts. Of course she's going to do it again. The attitude that she gave yesterday after all this happened, it was giving, she's mad again, but she doesn't want to say anything because we just had the cycle. So she has to go, oh my God, dude, this is the fucking cycle that we're stuck in. She has to continue to bottle it up because she used her, telling the internet that I'm mad at Salah because he didn't leave me 7 honey bun messages. And now she has to restart. So yesterday, she even said it. She gives you little nuggets to tell you that she's pissed off because he didn't text her enough. Wow, what was the message? What did she say to us? She's not going to Malaysia. And she didn't flat out say why.
But the last time he went hours and hours, he said it was remember that charger or internet, and then he came online in the chat to defend himself, and it was a huge mess. So since then, like, he's been constantly keeping in touch with me. That's why yesterday morning, like, when I didn't wake up and see a message from him, I was really upset. And then I lost it. Like, I completely lost it. And
girl, seek help.
he was trying to, like, apologize and blah, 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 but I still kept going and going, and I was just really kind of mean about it.
Salah, are you really taking a verbal abuse from a 700-pound Canadian death fat? He kept trying to. Could you imagine apologizing to this motherfucker? And she just keeps going and going. And you know, she was belittling him, probably calling the R word, saying all kinds of fucked up. You're poor, this, that. You're stuck in Syria. You need me. 500 kids and no money. And he was probably like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What a fucking loser you are, Salah.
I don't know. I did. Yeah. Can you repeat everything you said for the last 15 minutes? Yes, there are steps to the end goal. That's what he kept saying. Like you just have to, you know, why can't you be patient? Like, we have a plan. I told you a million times that I love you and I want to be with you. And I don't know. So then after I get mad, I feel bad. He's like, have you been taking your pills? So yeah, I don't know. That's why I can't, I don't know. I did apologize to him for being like a total bitch, but.
Oh, they have some kind of plan, Ard. I don't know what this plan is, and I'm not saying that the plan is going to actually happen, but the two of these dum-dums, diaper 1 and diaper 2, have came up with some kind of fucking scheme, and I think said plan is about him actually coming to Canada and live. Will that ever happen? More than likely not. But that is how this relationship is holding on to whatever is left of it. So what I mean by that is Chantal gets to have this fantasy of a younger, in her opinion, handsome Syrian man. And I say that because we say that she treats Salah like he's a fetish to her. So that part's very important. And he gets to hold on to possibly the hopes of Canada and whatever money that she's willing to send him with this fantasy of whatever the plan is.
I know. That's why I keep changing my mind. He asked if I was taking my pills. Yeah, because usually if I don't, I'm so bad. So bitchy. That's not true. Like, you guys don't see, like, every single thing offline. Like, the majority of the time we get along. We're very loving, messaging all day long, video chatting, you know. But then I have these moments where I feel like because I can't see every single thing over there, and, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, if he doesn't message me, I get super paranoid. Even though there's, like, in Syria, there's, like, a million reasons why
I know you're with your cousin, bitch. That's the text message leak I want to see. I want to see Chantal telling Salah, I know you're with your cousin, bitch. Salah says she is worse. Hold on. She is worse than a preteen starting to date. Yes, exactly. Boy, she is insecure, and what she said did not exist, which was desperate. This one-ton woman sat on her stream a couple of days ago and said that it's not a thing for a woman to be desperate. Dare I argue that, Chantal? Dare I argue that? Whatever you believe, girl. So let's thank you for the support, hon.
He wouldn't be messaging me, you know? Yeah. I know, Jackie, but
I gotta know. I just seen it in chat. Let me do a poll. I told you guys that I don't agree with this theory, but I mean, I get why some people might think that. So I'm not going to be like, you're so stupid. I can't believe you think that. But I don't. Is Salah. Do you think Abizer is Salah? Incoming. My answer is absolutely not. That is that desperate bitch motherfucker 1,020 million%. Final answer. But I got to know how many people, because a lot of people say that. And again, I don't think you guys are crazy or that I just don't think so, because I believe, and I've said that from the beginning, he has put in time and effort, dude, almost 4 years. It's him. You know, for me, I thought that Salah was gone when she came back from Kuwait the first time, like, because I let people sell me on that idea. they were like, that's not Salah in chat, it's Teardrop. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, it's not him, he's gone. He's with the cousin. And I'm like, okay. And then obviously she went to Syria. The only way she could get to fucking Syria was with his assistance, with his help. Like, it was a whole process to get this 700-pounder to Syria, and he made sure to make it happen. So yes, a million to the moon, infinite. It's him. I don't care if she called. She's also
My dad's my uncle.
She called Teardrop Salah or whatever you guys are saying. And what are you talking about? What is your point? And she's also fucking funkled.
My dad's my uncle.
It was just a slip of the tongue. That's all. Carrie Jean, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I don't know how we're ever going to find that out, but somehow she needs to provide some solid evidence. And you know what? Y'all keep saying, well, she won't FaceTime. She won't do this. She won't do that. And yeah, you know what? Whose birthday is it? Oh, Carrie Jean. I'm 55 today. I lost 130 pounds this year, and I'm going to get a tattoo and have lunch with my husband today, girl. Don't have to worry about a cousin wife. Don't smell like a big cig. Life is good, and that is a flex that you think it is, sweetie. Congratulations on making it another year, and happy birthday. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That sounds like a good time. Let me say this. So, and again, because you guys saying that he won't get on panel, we done been through this. The last time that she came home and she was apart from him, that was a big reason why I let you guys make me believe that it wasn't him, because I was like, well, why won't he get on panel? Why won't he call in? He wouldn't do it then either. And he still was around, bitches. You guys are going to see. You guys are going to see. Izzy B says, yeah, I went back to that stream and searched. Teardrop sent a message a few before Salah, and she was talking to Teardrop. I'm going to email it to you. Okay, well, listen, you guys are not going to change my mind. I'm dead set in my beliefs, and I'm not going to change Salah is just a bum, desperate, broke, loser bitch that will do anything for some coin and a possibility to come to Canada. It's him. Enough said for me anyways. Thank you for being a member for 40 months.
People only focus on the negative. You know, like I say all day, he comes in the chat and says, I'm beautiful. He loves me. We're soulmates.
Okay. And also, somebody just reminded me of this in chat. Like, if this was somebody else, if she was having one of her people, her Beezers or whatever, pretend to be Salah in chat, wouldn't we see that account more? I saw that too. She was talking to Teardrop. Salah is actually Salah in chat. Oh, so it wasn't even a slip of the tongue. Is that what you guys are saying? If she was having somebody else do it, I think that he would be in there a lot more. It's him.
Tell you all the time. We chat all the time. He messages me consistently every day, but people ignore that when there's a fight. So, you know.
If somebody else had access to the account, again, I believe that we would see the Salah account in chat more often. See, there's Salah. He loves me. Teardrop's so fucking dumb. I highly doubt she can barely even fucking type her own name. And you think that she's... Dude, when you read what Salah is saying in chat, I have read his messages for long enough. We've had enough of his personality to be able to spot that is him. And you want me to believe a motherfucker like Teardrop is impersonating Salah of all people? Okay. I mean, listen, you guys have your theories. I have mine.
My phone off, therapist bees. No, I give you a lot of positive information too, Jenna, but people ignore it. Like I said, clearly, you know, whenever I say something positive, people just completely roll their eyes and be like, what, it's fake, whatever. But then if there's something negative, it's like so easy to believe, like, but nobody completely knows what we're going through, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Cocoa Pickles. I know. It's hard being apart. I don't know. He says it really hurts him when I threaten to end things all the time. He's like, how would you feel if I told you that? You would freak out. Because he's never ever said that to me. Like,
Some of these things that Chantal are saying are true. Like all of this shit that I don't know about the water fountain, but like the power that the workers are installing, like the way Fondue described the bodega basically set up in the family home. You telling me that you don't believe that Salah would stick around just to send Chantal sweet little nothings so she will send him money? Because here's how it's going down. You want me to explain it to you? How Chantal would benefit from this bodega that he's convinced her of? Babe, I'm in Syria. I'm stuck here. I can't get to you. If I could, I would be there. I would be taking care of you. I can't. I have to be in Syria. I have to be productive. I have to make us money while I'm in Syria. I can make a lot of money here. They don't have things like a bodega where I am. If I was able to open up a store in the family home, we can make so much money for our future. I can actually be this financial provider that you say that I am. It can actually come true. With your donation of $792 a month, we can be together one day in Canada and I will be super duper rich and successful. She's like, really, Salah? You mean that? He's like, I swear on my cupcake recipe, I mean that. Cha-ching, money gone. And it doesn't take a whole lot. Lucky for her, again, he's in Syria. Now, when he was in Kuwait and it was about money, if she was in the situation that she was in right now, he probably wouldn't even waste his time. He wouldn't. But when she first met Salah, she was doing financially very well for herself from YouTube. She was making a lot of money. So she was able to go to Kuwait, upgrade his life, buy him new clothes, get him nice haircuts, get him an iPhone, get him an Apple Watch. And then she got him a Temu car, which she admitted, according to her, was $800 a month. She couldn't provide that lifestyle to Salah. So then you ask yourself, why is she holding on to this? Well, this fairy tale that Salah is selling her, and she's so desperate and she doesn't have any hope of ever finding anybody else because the only way that she can find a man is to pay for one. And guess what? Those days, they're long gone. She can't do it. It's over. Brokey. Exactly. Bailey Bug says the only person impersonating Salah is Cutie's Chat GPT. Exactly. Yes, agreed. And thank you for the support. Those theories make sense. Like, I totally get why people are saying that. But just if you've been following along with the story, and we've already went through this whole situation of them being apart and us saying, oh, that's Teardrop running that account. If it was Salah, why wouldn't they panel up? Yada, yada, yada. And then he popped back up. He ain't going nowhere. He needs her. If he is investing in a business in Syria and she's willing to send him money so she can put it back into his business and make money to provide for himself and his family living in fucking Syria, why would he ever walk away from that? You tell me why Salah, the romance scammer who lived with Chantal for 3 fucking years, would all of a sudden, because he fucking married his cousin wife, would walk away from that. He's got to provide for said cousin wife and new babies and all of that. How is he making money? Olives? You sound just as delusional as she does. Sorry. The truth is the truth. Panda Queen says, it's Salah in chat 100. She's pathetic. Love you, Yaba. Love you too, Panda Queen. Izzy, okay, I read your chat. Okay, thank you guys so much. Zebracorn says, her money is drying up. His fam dislikes her and tells him the Canadian dream is over. Something else is keeping him attached, something he's scared of. And there's also that. And she made it very clear before she left Syria, she knows a lot of dirt on Salah and his family. So why isn't he going to live with her? Are you talking about Chantal, Melvis? I don't think that he can. I don't think that he can because of immigration laws and all of that. I don't think that he can. And I don't think that they can financially, obviously, get to Malaysia, and because of everything that's going on in the world. Like, there's a lot that's keeping them physically apart. Okay, I will give you this much. I don't even know. Here's where I'm torn. I don't know if he really wants to come to Canada. Like, a part of me is kind of convinced that he does, or I think he's willing to go either way. And he's trying to establish a life and build a business in Syria with her money, whatever she's willing to send. And if she can possibly get him to Canada and he can establish a life over there, I think he'll take that. I think he's just waiting to see whatever will work out. What Kyle say? She is his business. He's put in 3 years, cheek pinches. He's not letting go until she's one with the sea. He sees himself as top tier, like Toothy. The arrogance carries him through. No need for actual work. Yep, agreed with that 100%. Man, that is true. There are a lot alike. Let me see where we're at. 619 votes. Are you all asleep at the wheel or what, bro? Let's get up to 1,000 at least. 53-47. No way. That many people actually believe that theory. That's interesting. Okay.
Let's break up kind of thing, you know? He seems very cavalier. What does that mean? Hi, Island Dragonfly. Well, he has come in here. Flippant. I think he's very loving when he comes in here. Yeah. You're too well behaving. Yeah. I know. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. The trust is obviously being rebuilt because he's done a lot, you know, since then to be good and everything like that to me. But there's still moments where I'm just, I don't even know, like, when he, like, I don't even think he, like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I was just really just upset, you know? Yeah. But, ChatGPT. Anyways, I feel like, you know, in this situation, I was in the wrong, like, all things considered. Like, you know, like, he apologized for that, and I don't know. The problem is this always happens, and we do have, like, a solid plan to be together, a future together. But it takes time, right? Because it's not like he can instantly just come here and, or I can't go, like, you know, if we want to go somewhere else too, it's not going to be easy. So that's why the fastest way is for us to travel together, you know, to be together fast. Whatever's meant to be will be. That's exactly it. Yep. Yeah.
She's basically admitting what the quote unquote plan is.
Because when I got mad at him, I told him, like, don't talk to me for, like.
But you're ruining Salah's hopes and dreams because you won't stop eating all of the money. So by her eating, she's fucking up the plan in more ways than one. Because she's supposed to be taking this money that she's eating, the thousands of dollars that she's using for DoorDash deliveries and renting cars so she can hit up drive-through after drive-through after drive-through. She's supposed to be paying off her debts and, you know, doing things so he can secure his Canadian, you know, sponsorship or whatever so she can. And then when she's eating said food, eating his chance of coming here, she's also eating herself to not be able to travel. Hey, Hectic Llama. Good to see you, hun. Ooh, all right. Keep eating, cutie. It's in her health has just gotten worse. And yesterday's stream, when she said Malaysia is completely off, she knows how bad she is. And she's still pissed at Salah.
I want to break. I don't want to talk. Like, I want to, you know. You know,
you want him to beg for you. That's what you want. You don't want to break from Salah. You want him to beg for you. Salah, that little bitch that he is, do you all know that when she was in Kuwait and she used to threaten to go back home to Canada, he would give her that. He would beg her to stay, and then he would spend time with her and he would entertain her long enough to get her to change her mind, give her what she wanted, and then he fucked up again. So this cycle actually has been going on for years at this point. But the difference is present day, he probably just doesn't, he really can't because of his family and his obligations to his family. He cannot give Foodie what she wants. She wants FaceTimes and text. He really physically, he just can't do it. his situation is not the same. The real Melvis says, how long has it been since they traveled together? Ooh. Like actually traveled? God, I don't know. When was the last trip that they took together, guys? That was 2 years ago, I believe, when they went to Thailand. So they only went to Thailand together, right? Is Salah one of the Beezers, or is it actually Salah? Haley, it's your birthday, girl. Happy birthday, hun. Congratulations on making it another year. We got a few birthdays today. Hell yeah. Hey, girl. Yes, Count Crocula. Red flag. Do you know that people in the community knew Salah's name and his own wife didn't know? Okay, Jamie says Thailand was August 2023. Holy shit. So in August, it'll be 3 years. Wow. That it's your husband, girl. Tell your husband we said happy birthday. Oh, y'all gonna celebrate? You gonna make him eat the cake, girl? You gonna have some cake too? Hell yeah, that sounds great. I love cake. Melvis, thank you for the support, hun.
I don't know. I don't feel like he really wants to. That's why we kind of got in a fight too. I'm like, you're doing all of this stuff. You know, you're investing a lot in your life there. Mm-hmm. Why are you doing that if you say you want to come to me?
See, when you think about that, because I think that's true. And I go back to what Fondue said, because now, like, when something clicks, it really clicks. It's like a piece of the puzzle. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. The bodega thing, right? So if he gets what he wants and he actually gets to go to Canada and live again, which I'm not saying is going to happen, amazing. And he can leave whatever he built in Syria, just in case he doesn't get that, to his family. So he's putting and investing all this time in Chantal's money in a business that he hopes eventually he can just leave to his whoever, his dad or his family or whoever, it'll be good for them. And then he's going to gunt off to Canada with Chantal. That's the actual that would be the best plan, right? But if that doesn't work out, he's still got this business, whatever, that he's invested in with her money.
That's why I got kind of upset. Hi, BG. But marriage, like, it's not perfect. I mean, obviously, especially for us with our differences and we're from worlds apart. It's all-
Wicked Crafter says daddy didn't respond so desperately. Seek dada. Wicked Crafter, thank you for the support. Where are we at with the poll? 800 people. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Shameful.
Obviously very challenging, but, we'll see if we can overcome that. Yeah. Everyone is different, yeah. Yes.
Buying in bulk and reselling in Syria, to be honest, probably doesn't take a whole lot of work. We are talking about a business, no offense, but you don't really have to do a whole lot. You find somewhere you can buy some product in bulk, you bring it back to he's big possibility setting up shop in his own house. He doesn't have to be, he can still wear his diaper and shit his pants and probably be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, for his family, but also like, for him too. Like, he wants to just have a good life while he's there. He doesn't like to just sit around and not do anything. He's very business minded, So I don't know. I didn't say you can't have an opinion, but I'm saying you don't know the full story. So if you want to judge, fine. But, I feel like people ignore all of the positive about our relationship and only focus on like the negative, period. And things are not that black and white. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think, Teardrop. If it's meant to be, like in Islam, we believe like if God wills it, there's nothing that will keep us apart. And if it's not meant to be, there's nothing that will bring us back together. So I don't know. We'll see. But he's put up a lot with you. He loves you. I have no doubt that we love each other, and we've been through a lot. And in some ways, I feel like at the same time,
he has a business degree. Okay, guys, I don't think you listen to what Chantal said. It's very important stuff. Business minded. All right. Wicked Crafter says, how much for his selfie sticks? That's what his friend, the one that he fell out with, Mr. A. That's what he did. Remember, he sold a bunch of crap in his store. That's basically what Salah's trying to do in Syria.
Would normally tear people apart has honestly brought us.
I'm not saying that the dude's going to be successful in any way, but he has convinced himself with Chantal's money, he is going to live the Syrian dream.
Closer in a lot of ways too. I don't know how to explain that. Hi.
How? Oh my God. You guys know what I just thought of? Wow. Who said that? A master's in business? No. Somebody brought up the karate. How is it? What are the odds that we know, at least I think for a fact that I believe that Chantal is lying and so is Salah saying that he has any kind of business degree. What did she say that he had? I don't even remember. And then remember when he took that picture and showed all of his medals that he's some kind of kung fu fighter expert? Do you all realize that there is a certain somebody in the community, an MBA, who has told those two same lies? Wow. When you really think about the odds of two people in basically the same community have told the exact same two lies. I wouldn't think that it's very common that people go around lying about being a karate expert. You don't see that every day, right? At least my first experience. I'm 42 years old and I've been around a lot of degenerates. So let me tell you something, all right? And then to lie about having a degree or being an accountant or being a businessman, having an MBA. And now we have Salah, Foodie Beauty's romance scammer, and then Big Cigarette, FFG herself. That's wild. I just thought of that.
It's like anytime he's hurt me, you guys don't see how broken he is about it. You know? Like what happened with you know who. You know, he went visiting his dad for advice. He went to his friend for advice.
I don't believe that. You want me to believe that when that situation happened with Cabela, that he went to his dad because he felt so bad and he needed advice. That's what she just said. His dad. He was living in Kuwait at the time. He could have went to jail, I believe. That's what the community said, that it's against the law to have certain kind of conversations. Like he shared nudes with Cabela. But you want us to believe that he went to his dad for advice because he felt so bad because he cheated on you? Right. Hello, Pizza Kitty. It's my 65th birthday, girl. My wish is that you and Sam watch the movie Misery. You will swear it is based on Foodie. You will not be disappointed. Misery movie. Parentheses. Misery could mean anything if I just put that down, right? Okay, well, I will find it, Pizza Kitty, and I will watch it, and I will let you know what I think about it. And thank you for the support, and happy birthday, and congratulations on making it another year. Hell yeah. I don't, listen. If his dad knows anything about that situation, is because he found out by his own investigation. Just like Chantal's family. So Salah's family, I would imagine, read the book. They have the same access to go out and find this stuff. So I don't think that Salah took that information willingly. But I do think that he found out. Yes, I do. I think a very big possibility that Salah's friends, quote unquote friends, knows any. I don't. Probably because they got mad at Chantal and they got mad at Salah. I think his friends ratted him out. That's what I think. Pizza Giddy, thank you for the support, hun, and enjoy your day.
A lot with you. He loves you. I have no doubt that we love each other, and we've been through a lot. And in some ways, I feel like at the same time, why it would normally tear people apart has honestly brought us closer in a lot of ways too. I don't know how to explain that. Hi. It's like anytime he's hurt me, you guys don't see how broken he is about it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like what happened with you know who. You know, he went visiting his dad for advice. He went to his friend for advice. He was crying. He was awfully remorseful. Like just, it really, like on a soul level, because he is also like he's also on a journey with his iman, with his religion. And I think, you know, him being in Syria and being around family that's really religious, his dad being there, like, you know, really getting him back on track. Like, he feels like he's really doing work on himself. He's not a perfect person. And I think every time that I bring that back up and I keep
Do you remember when you wrote an apology for Salah and you posted it on your community tab and said Salah wrote it, but you want us to believe that he was crying because he was actually crying real tears, but you had to fake write an apology letter on your community tab post, right?
opening the past, it like hurts him more and more, you know?
It hurts him, guys. It does.
But anyways. You don't know what's meant to be, Yazzie. Who the fuck are you? You don't know.
Bro, that poll is crazy. 935 votes. Do you think Abizer is Salah in her chat? 52% say no and 48% say yes. So it's a big theory around here. Okay. That's something. Again, my opinion is no, but I've been wrong before.
Anything. And his family's not embarrassed by him. They still love him. He's still family. They're not going to like disown him. He's not perfect. He's messed up many times, but exactly right, Teardrop, you know. BG. She's obsessed with my Tumblr straw. You can't do it. And I'm not here, hey BZ, I'm not here to like, hey foodie fan, have approval from people, you know. I understand people can have their opinions. That's fine. That's not my problem. It's just, I don't think people can. I mean, unless you're in the situation, fully understand. You don't see everything, you know? And yeah, he's a good person. And
you know what? I agree with that. If he was crying, it was probably because he was terrified that he would get in a whole lot of trouble because they were living in Kuwait at the time. And what he did was illegal. Cat Girl, thank you so much for the support, hun.
I don't feel like I have to try to convince people of that. As long as I know. But I'm a problem too. I'm not perfect. I have my own issues, you know? I didn't say negative, really, Cersei. I mean, I was just explaining how I, like, flipped out. But just because I come on here and, like, tell you about a situation doesn't give people the grounds to just fucking attack him for no reason. You don't, even if we're in a couple fight, it doesn't mean that he's an awful person. Do you know what I mean? I feel like people just wait for any chance to jump on him because they don't like him or whatever. Well, that's too bad. He's my husband and I love him, and, you know, we have issues.
Write that down, people.
Yeah. Thanks, Sound of Rain. That's what I think, Tracy. Yeah. I didn't say you can't have an opinion. When did I say that? Literally didn't even say that. No, I'm not here to try to convince people either, Nina, to like him. Like, he honestly could care less. He's never online worrying about what people are saying about him. People make fun of him and think he's a bum in that, but he's not online on fucking Twitter all day.
You know what? She said something the other day, and I have said it before, and you guys you didn't believe it. You kind of disagreed with it or whatever, but I've always said that I believe that Salah is very highly invested into Chantal's shit. Like her social media. Oh, the poor baby. Sam said that Louis getting cranky. But she said that what did she say? She said that she said something in one of her streams and she didn't know that he was watching. And later on, when they were on the phone, he said something about what she did on the stream. She goes, Salah watches everything. He must watch everything I do. And I've always said that I think that he does. I don't know if he has that amount of time to put into it. But when he was in Kuwait and she was in Canada, he was watching everything. If he has a way to put Chantal on, if he can get access to the internet, he's listening and he's paying attention because that is one of his business investments. I do believe that's true. Cat Girl, thank you again. I appreciate you. I don't know how Teardrop and Tracy have time to mod with them working in the local community, keeping windows clean and neglecting their grandchildren. Barbie's fast sister, holy shit.
Making fun of others. He's starting businesses. So people need to sit the fuck down with that. He's 100 times better than you.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
He's never online worrying about what people are saying about him. People make fun of him and think he's a bum in that, but he's not online on fucking Twitter all day making fun of others. He's starting businesses.
Yeah.
So people need to sit the fuck down with that.
Syria.
He's 100 times better than you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Granny. Hey, Granny. That's what I'm saying, Dad. Like, the minute I bring up any kind of slight issue, people are automatically just leave him. You know, and that's not, you know, it's just not going to happen. Huh? What?
You know?
What do you mean? No, not than you, Nina, than the haters on Twitter all day. The people on Twitter all day. I'm not directing any of this at you guys, obviously, you know. Yeah, they do have ups and downs. People love to bash him at every moment. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I mean, maybe I shouldn't come on here and talk about stuff, but it's like, I try not to, but yeah, no, I agree with you, Nina, for sure. No one knows your situation, but you. Twitter has become a troll pit. Yeah. Don't take BS from anyone. Yeah. It's our relationship is complicated, but anyway, try harder next time. I have to try not to hurt him too. Yeah. You know, and keep beating him up and
it's complicated when you know that you're being romance scammed by someone, and then when you have to explain your relationship to somebody else, they're going to immediately pick up that it's a romance scamming relationship. So the way that she tries to avoid that is just by saying her relationship is complicated. Sure.
Yeah, they take my side. I understand that, and I'm not mad that people have opinions. You know. Yep, I agree. I shouldn't talk about it at all, but our relationship was so public. Like, it's public already. Like, people.
Big Bertha says, Chantal, you are meaner than we are. Don't talk to me. Tracking him 24/7. You are the problem, not us. She is the problem when it comes to any. Isn't that really something? When you really go back into the Crackhead Olympics and you look at her and Dishwasher's relationship, sorry. It is what it is. You were the problem, Chantal, because that man, that dishwasher motherfucker, wouldn't even claim you. He wouldn't even say, hey, we're together, we're in a relationship. It was like a very small 7-day window. At this point, we just all go along with it, I feel like, and say that your ex or whatever, because who wants to get into the details and who wants to bother explaining that over and over and over? But you're the problem for lots of reasons. And the fact that he flat out told you, I don't want to be with you. I mean, I want your money and you can come over and bring groceries and do my thumbnail. But outside of that, I'm not interested. And you forced yourself into that situation over and 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 over. Desperation that you said does not exist. Bertha, thank you for the support, hon. You convinced me, yeah, but it's him. Yeah, I mean, it is. I say that with 100% certainty. And I know, okay, I was wrong once before, fine. But this one is different. It's different.
I already know a lot of our problems. But yeah. My family approves. My family likes him. They respect him.
What do you think that they say behind your back? Do you really believe behind your back they're saying, oh, you know, cutie, you know, she's just with that Salah feller and they're just doing great. And, oh, you know, he's going to come to Canada one day, you know? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's like, Mom, you know, that guy that's in Syria is more than likely just using Chantal, and Smee's like, oh, yeah, you know, but we can't tell Cutie anything, you know, because Cutie, why can't anybody say anything to Chantal? She just told you. Foodie just described in detail how she handles situations. She goes off. She gets very abusive, if not physically, verbally. Her family does not want to deal with that. Smee is in a position to where she is her mother, and she knows that she says, hey, I know that you think that you're in love with this man, but he's just not good for you. She's going to cut her off. And Smee needs to keep at least some kind of eye on what Cutie is up to. And I mean, that's in some way I do somewhat understand that. Like, I get it, but I don't believe for a second. But I could be wrong. because the family, as I hear the people tell it, is all funkled. So maybe they are all living in delusion that Chantal is a happily married woman and Salah really loves her for her good looks and personality. I guess that's a possibility, right? Shut up or leave. Exactly. Hey, Mary Beth.
My decisions. My family, see, that's why I'm not used to like his family being so involved in things. Like my family's not like that. They mind their business. We actually.
Do you understand why? Like any family families can cross boundaries. That's absolutely true. You have a point there, Chantel, but then you have your place as a mother, as a sister, whatever the situation. Hey, if you're close cousins, you have your place where you're allowed to speak your opinion. If they don't want to hear it, that's it. You know, at least I've said how I feel about the situation to let you know I don't agree with it. But she's like, my family knows to mind their fucking business. Yeah, because you only want to hear what you want to hear, Chantel, and they've dealt with you for your entire life and it's not fucking worth it.
I think it's detrimental to relationships in my culture to get involved in relationships.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
No, we don't.
I see life with Ron in the chat. I don't know if that's really him, but I don't know why you would come back here. Like the last time you were here, you were accusing me of being a scammer. So
rare W for Ron.
Yeah. A relationship should just be between you and God. Yeah. His family doesn't have say in his final decisions. If they did, he probably wouldn't be with me. He doesn't care. But he says I'm paranoid. He's like, my family never pressures me. And I don't know. See what I mean? I get paranoid. And I don't know what's real or not. So it's like, because at the same time, they know that that he's taken me to Malaysia. You know what I mean? I'm sure that they see my channel, and they see him being loved.
His family knows that he's taking you on a getaway, luxurious trip to Malaysia while they sit around and figure out how they're going to exploit their daughter for water and whatever else they need for the month as far as supplies are concerned. You mean to tell me that Salah's family is in such a bad spot that they were willing to bring their daughter who has Down syndrome to your YouTube channel to fundraise because that's how bad things are. But Salah is going to take whatever money that he has and he's going to take you on a getaway to Malaysia. And you really think that we believe this? The first thing that happened when you got in Syria was you started to ask for money for Salah's family. Immediately, as soon as the gun landed in Syria, she was holding out her hand. It ain't even been a month since Salah has been in your chat telling people to send money to your PayPal, and you would send it to Salah for Salah to give to that family. But you want us to believe that Salah is taking you on a luxurious vacation to Malaysia, planes and tickets and hotel stays, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Why would you think for a fucking minute that anybody would actually believe that? If you do end up going to Malaysia, it will all be financed by you. And we are well aware of that. We are well aware of that. Cat Girl says, like when she said he made her turn around and bring back from family vacation and he left her with no food, then he was coming back to hurt her. If something happened to her, it was his fault. Exactly. Like him when I like him, and when I don't like him, you're not allowed to like him either. That's how insane she is. Cat Girl, thank you for the support. She bonded with the child with special needs. Is that really a surprise? Sasa was the one who accepted her with no questions.
And they know we talk all the time. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. You're full of shit, Yazzie. I don't know what you're talking about.
And you know what? You want to know what I think that was about the most, Lauren? When I think in order for Salah to convince his family to allow this woman into, because they didn't live in the family home at the beginning. They were living with his family. I mean, and I want to say that I understand, like when you are living in a country like Syria and they are offering the kind of money that Chantal more than likely was offering, his family. Who could say no, especially when you have kids to support and take care of? Like, I get it. Miss T says, I've always believed she had to leave Syria because his father was retiring and there is no way she could have stayed. After she got them kicked out of Kuwait, it was doomed. I think the Kuwait, what happened in Kuwait was the end. That's where the story actually ended, and they've been fighting against the relationship being over since that happened. But they will never, ever, ever be able to recreate their life when they were in Kuwait. And they both loved it, by the way. She loved being able to be shoved in a bedroom, claim a handsomest husband. He loved the lifestyle. He loved the car. He loved the money, all of that shit. And they are both fighting for that to come back. And it's just not going to happen for lots of different reasons. Thank you for the super chat, hon. Show Connor Beezers into paying for it. Oh, of course.
You don't make any sense. What? He'd turn Earth over before letting her live alone? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. They're very strict. So, I mean, you have to be very open-minded if you're, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not traditional. Like, I'm Western. I'm a revert. Have a very problematic past. I'm not extremely modest. You guys you might laugh, but when I message him I feel like he's always watching, because whenever I messaged him to say something.
Bitch, it was in this one. I'm glad we got to hear her actually say it. Hey, Shiny. Girl could have said business up and down seasons to make it more believable, but she thinks we are as dumb as her. We aren't. Hi, Yaba. Hi, support group. Hey, girl. Well, she doesn't bother putting too much behind what she says when it comes to lying about Salah's business, because she knows people are writing shit down. We are taking notes. We are clipping. We are replaying your own words. So I think she just likes to say just a little bit and then she shuts her mouth because she knows we're going to prove that you're a fucking liar. Thank you for the support, hon. Okay, let's hear what she says right here.
Have a very problematic past. I'm not extremely modest. You guys might laugh, but when I messaged him I feel like he's always watching, because whenever I messaged him to say sorry and that, because I was like, I'm so dumb. I'm like childish, because I was like, you don't miss me? I miss you. And he's like, why should I message you when you told me not to message you? Yazzie, you're a fucking idiot. Like, what do you mean let me move to another continent? I do what the fuck I want. Idiot. Bye. Fucking weirdo.
Rage, more rage.
Anyway. Actually, he does love and care for me, because he realized that Canada is better for me mentally, because I was losing my shit. So if he didn't fucking care, yeah, they had to go. They're fucking full on tard. Anyway, the first thing he says to me is, he sends me a screenshot from my, I didn't know this. I think it was, I don't know where it was, where I was wearing my hijab and that shirt that's low cut. He's like, you show your chest, you show your full arm, and your hijab was messy, and you don't care. I was like, what? Of all the things to say right now, you're worried about my fucking arm showing?
And she loves that. See, I don't know how you guys aren't believing what she's saying. This is what she wants to hear. Dude, she does certain things to get certain responses from Salah. She shows her legs. Remember that day when she was cleaning her apartment and we could see everything and her titties popped out? That was all done intentional. I can't remember when it was. It wasn't that long ago when, she had like a low cut shirt on or something. Those are what we like to call mating calls. And when he says something to her, don't wear your shirt like that, fix your hijab, that to her makes her feel like Salah really wants her. She wants him to say things like that. I don't really get it. I don't know why, but she likes it. That's what she wants to hear. He's still around. Chantal, your family, except for your weirdo aunt, avoid you because they hate you. You're a sour apple. Your grandma let the TV raise you, gave you a pudding cup to shut you up, and never said no. Banger, bitch. Banger. Love it. Very good. Very well said. And thank you for the support. It's so crazy. She has no dignity and that makes him mad. And honestly, it's a problem. People walk around like it's okay to be naked today. It's ridiculous. Okay, so go back to the story where she was talking about the people coming in to check the alarm or whatever. She made sure to make it a point to mention that she was naked. Have you ever heard Chantal even say that? And not to say I don't want Chantal to watch us. But it is what it is. It was like the day before I had sat here and I told you guys, I was like, you know, this motherfucker is not wearing clothes at all. Like she's walking around this apartment with no clothes on all day long. The only time that I think that Foodie puts clothes on is when she goes live. And the very fucking next day, it was like sometimes I think she'll click in and she'll hear certain things from different communities. I don't think she listens for the whole time. And like I think that put a light bulb in her head. And she was like, oh. And then the very next day she said publicly that she didn't have any clothes on. You think that she just said that to say it? No, she knows he's listening. Oh, so there was men that came in your house and you didn't have clothes on? Oh, haha, I told them to go away. Don't worry. They didn't see anything. See, guys, he wouldn't really care if he didn't really love me. He's worried that men will see me naked. All right, because other men desire me. She's that fucked in the head. Sounds crazy, but I'm telling you it's true. A light bulb in her strand of hair. Charlotte says, Tater and I made it home. They did a beautiful job. I'm so happy, hun. I'm so happy. You know that anytime that we have dealt with any kind of like situation like that, we've always, you know, like I feel like these animal hospitals are trained to be very professional when it comes to losing, because it's not just you're losing a pet, you're losing a family member. I'm happy for you, hun, and thank you for the support. They look at her in disbelief. Are you talking about her family? But he isn't giving up the extra sauce for that burger.
He's like, you need to buy modest Islamic clothes. The clothes there.
It loves when Salah tells her to be more modest, cover up. She thinks that Salah got his windows like limo tint illegal. If you were in the United States of America, you can, at least in certain states, right? You can only get your windows tinted so dark. You can get a fucking ticket. Every time a fucking cop pops you, they can pop you in your dark tint, depending. Salah got it the darkest he possibly could. And she was like, he did that because he doesn't want other men to look at his wife. Yeah, because he's humiliated. But no, she's like, because she thinks she's convinced her funkle self that she is desired by other men. And Salah thinks that. Anyways.
Are not made for, you know, because a lot of the clothes have like plunging necklines. So it's like, oh my God. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, send me money, I'll buy clothes. So I might be getting some clothes. You know? I don't care. I'm sorry, but I don't care. Hug box, fine. Don't tell me that reaction channels don't have hug boxes. They only allow hate for me. So don't give me that bullshit.
There.
They don't allow a lot either.
There.
You're allowed your opinion, but
I would say that the majority of us, I don't think that we're living in delusion the way that you are. At least people don't know that we are, because we're not on here saying certain things about our own life. We just discuss yours. So that's pretty easy to avoid anybody coming in here and saying, you know, certain things about our relationships, because we're not discussing that. So we're marked safe there.
If it's dumb as hell, I'm sorry, but I know Saturns, yeah. They just want to clip you. Guys are guys. They don't want other guys looking. No, what I mean, like, it was made me laugh because, like, how long were you keeping that clip for, waiting for me to message you, and then, you know, I don't know, I found that funny. And what do you mean one?
And I just want to say that Salah is very well aware that Cutie likes to hear that. He knows that Chantal likes to be told to cover up, to be modest, so other men don't look at my wife.
One guide. Like, if people don't want to be around or in my chat just because they don't like my love choice, am I honestly supposed to listen to every single person who has a different opinion and live my life how people want me to? I don't know what you expect from me. I'm just on here venting about a personal issue, and people turn it into this parasocial fucking existence. Like, I should be living my life how people want. Like, you can have your opinion, but it don't mean that I have to live my life that way. Do you know what I mean? Like, sorry, not sorry. Cuck chairs. Ew. Okay, so what are people saying? People are giving an opinion on something they don't know the full situation about. Period. So thank you for your opinion, whatever. But in the end at the end, it doesn't matter to me. You know, I take them into consideration and I make my own life choice. I don't know. Salah can assume privacy, but I mean, our relationship is kind of public, so it is what it is. And people cannot assume how Salah feels or that he doesn't love you. Exactly. That's what they say.
Oh, well, at least he got to live a long life. When somebody old passes away, that's the way I always look at it. I hope I get to make it to that age. At least they made it to 90. But yes, I agree. It's sad. Thank you, Big Bertha. I appreciate you. And I'm so sorry for your loss.
They you know what I mean? Like, who are you? You're just a stranger on the internet who only knows pieces of the puzzle. That's it.
Ooh, she called it pieces of the puzzle. That's interesting. You're right. It's like we're trying to solve a mystery, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's great.
Are we like, is this like, are we like the mystery van with Scooby-Doo and Velma and Daphne and all the other, are we them and like Foodie and Salah, like they're the villains or whatever, and we're trying to solve the mystery and it's just like a never ending episode? That's crazy to think about it like that. Fondue says, well, maybe you should stop using your channel and audience to trauma dump and collect money, insinuating you are running from a domestic violence and abuse. Exactly. Very well said, Fondue. And thank you for the support. You might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woohoo.
I'm not mad.
Scrappy.
Yeah, it does. It just means nothing in the end.
Zoink. Shab. What was his name? Shaggy? Yeah, my bad. Shaggy. Whatever.
Nope. I don't need to try to convince anyone of anything.
Oh my God, Butter Crumpet. Yes. And I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you pesky support group members. That's hilarious. Hello, good morning, Glory. Nobody wants to see you, cutie. Not even Salah. Cover it all up. All of it. Thank you for being a member, hun.
Think what you want. Are you kidding? The majority of people already think that. They automatically think the worst. You know?
You know, really what it comes down to, Chantal, that it's so hard for you and why you constantly are in defense mode is because most people, well, I don't know. I would like to think that the majority of people have common sense, but when it comes to her situation, and especially because her situation is like so low tier, it doesn't really take a whole lot of brain to figure out what's going. I could show somebody like a card. Just hold up a card with a picture of Chantal and a picture of Salah and just hold it there and be like, sit down and talk to a complete stranger and say, tell me about this relationship. And there's a very big possibility that they would get it right, or they would be pretty spot on with the situation. So when she comes online and she always feels like she has to explain herself, or she says to her audience, you always assume the worst. When she's saying that, she's talking about people assuming that Salah is using her for money, or Salah is off with his cousin wife, or Salah is cheating on him and texting other women, because it doesn't take a whole lot of common sense to know that that is the fact of the matter. So she knows when she comes on here, she automatically has to be in defense mode because the majority of people are going to see it for what it is. And again, especially because it's such low tier bad behavior that even the dumbest of dumb, turd drop Tracy, could see it for what it is. They just go along with the shit. Anywho.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
I'm probably going to order it online. if someone was going through this and they asked me for advice, I would realize I don't know the full picture, and I would just tell them to, I don't know. I really don't know what I would say.
Man, I really hope this is the stream, and I think it is, where she admits, and I think I used that in my title yesterday, when she says something like, I don't even know what reality is anymore. And she will rarely have these moments of clarity. And I don't even know if she realizes that she's saying certain things. It's almost as if like it's her inner voice is just speaking out loud. Could you imagine being and some people probably have had that experience on another level, like where, you know, maybe they caught their partner lying to them about something or possibly cheating on them. And all of a sudden you're finding out about this secret life. Like there have been tons of different, you know, scenarios that you could think of. And then you're at a point you're like, I don't even know what's real anymore. And you could tell that she was having a moment, and then she realized that she was speaking out loud, and she's like, yeah, I better not say anything else. But to be in such a vulnerable situation to where you don't know what's real and you don't know what's being made up and just being said to you to keep you on the fucking line, and you continue to subject yourself to that miserable fucking existence, is a choice.
But I don't know why people are beating up on Salah. And for example, in this situation, when I'm the problem in this fight. So, you know, people are coming at him, not me, which is weird. No, I'm not getting evicted. At all. They haven't even said anything to me, so. And they can just delete reviews. I don't think they give a shit. I pay my rent. I'm not a problem. People say, oh, this person smells. It's not.
I think that Chantal is getting evicted, but I don't think it's going to have anything to do with reviews. I think it's going to, I am on the side of, I don't believe that Chantal is paying her rent.
True. So, I mean, like, you think they're going to listen to a bunch of fucking stupid trolls? I don't think they can evict you for that. And if they do evict me, good. Well, the rent's high anyway. I'll fucking move somewhere else. That's it. And literally just stream from, like, outside my house. Oh, you're late unsolicited. Sorry, but I know, Gab.
No way.
No, I don't. I say a lot of.
I just want to stress, at this point, I've just completely disconnected myself from, I'm not encouraging that. I'm just kind of reporting on it. What did they say? What did the fuck? Cutie, do you realize that these people took pictures from the inside of your apartment because you willingly showed all of this, and they posted it on reviews, and the building manager has responded? Crazy. Oh my God. Reviews can make or break a business, no matter what it is, an apartment complex, a fast food. Everybody is looking up anywhere they want to live, they want to go, they're typing it into Google, they're seeing what other people are saying. Do you think that anybody would want to go rent an apartment from somebody who's living in that apartment building that might cause them to get infested with mice and roaches? No. They said we're aware of the problem and we think she smells too.
Good things. You're just fucking deaf. Fashion madness. I always say how loving he is, how we're always talking. He comes in here, says I'm beautiful, I'm his soulmate. What more do you fucking want? Like, seriously. Like, people think we have to be fucking on camera for him to love me. You know, you're so ignorant when it comes to fucking Muslim men, you know, like in PDA. It's fucking illegal.
What does this have to do with Muslim men, Foodie? This has to do, again, with just a good old dose of low tier common sense. And I need to say that because, again, it doesn't take a genius to see what's going on here. Ma'am, we can read you now. We know that you keep things bottled down until they blow, like we just experienced. It's a new cycle, right? So when you come on here and you rage at the community, or you're raging at this, or you're raging at that, or you're so unhappy, like kind of like you were last night, we know that you're not getting what you want out of Salah. And it's bare fucking minimum now. We're not talking about a kiss on the forehead or a pat on the cheek, bitch. It's a phone call and a text, and you ain't even getting that. And it all shows. We can read you like a fucking book. That has nothing to do with having sex. What are you talking about? If reality isn't to her liking, people are negative. Exactly, Anna. And thank you for the support.
Where he's from, you know? Okay, Cersei, get the fuck out of here.
Uh-oh.
How the fuck do you know his intentions? You don't, and you're making assumptions. That's why. So why should I let stupid fucking moron haters like you in my circle online? I don't care. It's a fucking
My circle a lot. I don't care. Hey, but see, I see you got a new profile picture, girl. One review with the pics had a generic response. The other review seemed more serious and left an email for the person to respond to. Oh my God. Wow. Well, you know what? To be fair about the situation, I don't agree with that. But Chantal just said that she doesn't care. Rent's high there. She'll let them evict her and she'll go somewhere else where it's not as expensive, where it's cheaper. So she doesn't care. So I guess why, if she doesn't care that other people are leaving reviews, why the fuck should I care? You know? But it's thank you for the support, hun.
hug box then. Everyone does it. Everyone blocks their haters, so you can fucking get bent. Like, how am I doing anything different? It's quite a long scam. Oh, it's the long plan. Right, the long plan. Mm-hmm. They're fucking stupid. Seriously. People just assume the worst, like, automatically, and that's what makes you a dumb fucking hater. You know? Exactly, Nina. They ignore any...
You can't even walk without sounding like you're about to pass out from lack of oxygen because you've ate yourself to that position. I'm going to be real honest with you for a minute, and this is okay to say. If there's any men who are actually outside of just wanting money from you, wanting to date you, it's because they have a fetish. And that's not good. That's kind of like Rosie's situation that she's in right now. And I don't like to be mean, fuck Rosie anyways, but it is what it is. There's no way that a person could actually sign up for that, to be in a relationship with somebody that in that situation, and they want to hang out with that person and go places and build a life and possibly have kids and buy a house and grow old and die. No, that's not true. So it has to be one or two things, Foodie. And this is just the truth of the matter, because it's done nothing but gotten worse. Maybe we could have believed that. Not that it's true. There's any truth to it, but maybe you could have sold more people 4 years ago when you first met Salah that he liked you for your quote unquote good looks and personality. But present day, you want me to believe that a man is giving up his life with his family in the Middle East because he's in love with you? What do you bring to this relationship other than problems, and a lot of them? Big Bertha says, if we have negative thoughts, it's because of what you told us. Only you give us that info. That you're not wrong there. Thank you for the support, hun. That's fats are here for a good fetish time, not a long time. Exactly.
anything nice, anything good about our relationship. Like,
if by chance, which would never happen, but things happen, okay? Let's just leave it at that. If by chance my daughter became a death fat and she's struggling so bad, she can't breathe when she's walking, if she was to enter into a relationship, I don't even need to meet that man to know he's a fucking scumbag. Do you understand how, like, that's just what it is? It begins and it ends there. If a man is willing to be with you and you're struggling to breathe, you can't walk, you're eating yourself to death, I don't even need to meet that man to know he's a degenerate. And I guess that could go for women too with men. I'm just using that as an example.
I don't care about the views. Fuck the views. I'm not raging. I'm just explaining. Why can't I talk about something and address something and it's raging? But they can be on live stream for fucking 3-4 hours a day, bitching and moaning and being complete vile pieces of shit, but they're not raging. Yeah, they don't want to hear anything good or exactly impartial. Exactly. So those people can just fuck off. You know? They slide at Salah because he's a man. Here in the West, a man wouldn't put up with many of the things you do. I've been in long-term relationships, Dreamweaver. Seriously, put up with what? Wouldn't put up with what? Farting? I don't get it. Like, y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know what I'm like in bed. Y'all don't know what I'm like as a lover. Y'all don't know
Brace your pussies, ladies.
Relationships, Dreamweaver. Seriously, put up with what? Wouldn't put up with what? Farting? I don't get it. Like, y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know what I'm like in bed. Y'all don't know what I'm like as a lover. Y'all don't know completely about me. So what grounds do you have to make that assumption? Really? And Gore World at that, has the nerve to judge me as a partner when they're the most fucked up mentally. Bigots, racists, fucking Trump supporters.
Bigots, racist, Trump supporters. Like, what else you got?
Don't fuck, ugly as fuck. Do you not think it's a bit weird and hypocritical for someone like FFG, for example? Look at how she...
This is one I will give you. I will agree. Okay, this is one very good point that she's about to make. Listen, when Chantal says something and it's true, sometimes I just got to go along with it. It is like she said. Yes, I have a hub box. It's true. I'm gonna block you if you come here and you start. Get out of here. Go away.
Don't fuck, ugly as fuck. Do you not think it's a bit weird and hypocritical for someone like FFG, for example?
Yes.
Look at how she does.
Yes.
Just sit there on her high horse and say that they don't know how a man could want to be with me. The feeling is mutual, bitch. When you find out how you're sitting there alone in your fucking smoky hellhole, then you answer me.
Oh.
I have no problem getting a man. Do you ever think that maybe a part of me being online is a little bit of a persona? I mean, maybe I'm not like this all the time in person. Maybe. Oh,
you can't take off 600 pounds, sweetheart, but okay.
Gee. You know. Wash your hands. I clean my house. It gets messy. I fucking clean it. I'm alone right now.
Fondue says I can walk to my car without oxygen. Can you, cutie? Exactly, Fondue. If you were to go to the doctor right now, Chantal, would they prescribe you an oxygen tank? I would say your odds are very fucking likely. Go ahead. Why don't you try it? Won't you prove us wrong? My doctor said I'm healthy and I don't need an oxygen tank. Thank you very much, Liaba. Honey, thank you for the support, hun. But as he says, Foodie, I'm Girl World 51 and way prettier. She acts like there's like 4 people in the fucking community. She's like FFG, Yaba, Garlic Bread, Milky. There's the Sinatra says, and Mrs. Sin. Those are losers too. Have you guys seen their picture? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Like she names off like the same couple of people and she uses that as an example. And this is where her problem is. Because every time something happens in her life, she thinks it's that little bitty community. It's like she's so oblivious to the thousands of people that watch on all these different channels that it's other people outside of us that are fucking with you. But she is just so small-minded. It's a persona. Yeah. Time to put on my fat suit and go shit myself, guys. Come on, BG.
When I was living with him,
I'm gonna go to work.
No, it didn't get like that. In Syria, I was doing laundry all the hard fucking.
Bro, you told us the story when you were in Syria, and I was secondhand embarrassed for you. When his family member, his uncle, I think you said it was, came over to see Salah, and you were talking about how you knew that he was talking about you because your kitchen was so full of dirty dishes. You were no better in Syria.
Housework I was doing, a lot of you wouldn't be able to. Just because you wouldn't date me doesn't mean that how many fucking people are in the world? You probably don't even know that. Billions. Honestly, cancel. I wouldn't date someone like you. So the feeling's mutual. I wouldn't date someone judgmental and annoying and a fucking nag like you. So I know, Patty, they're annoying. See what I mean? Oh, the bottles. So what? Every fucking marriage, somebody has a problem. Teardrop. Does your husband ever complain about something? Do you ever complain about something? Everybody complains about something. And he was doing it lightheartedly. You people take everything serious. You take everything serious. Like a hater. You know? See ya. You know what? Why am I even answering these people? Bye. How is it a fairy tale? You don't know shit about it. Just because people have issues in their fucking relationship, which honestly, compared to some people, is not that bad. Okay? Like, seriously. Because you know why? Because the minute the fucking haters smell an issue in our relationship, they're like vultures. Told you, he's a scammer. He doesn't love you. Blah, blah. Fuck off. Seriously.
Do you guys remember when Foodie went to Syria and she told everybody how much money she was going to save because she didn't have access to her money, only to like 2 weeks later admit that they were traveling to collect her YouTube check? Do you guys remember that? Chantal, you wouldn't even have this fake relationship if you didn't have YouTube coin and now Kick coin to rub under Salah's nose. So shut up.
He's sleeping. Yeah. They don't deserve your response, exactly.
You know?
Why do you care, booty hole? You can go to. You're always annoying. You're always contrary, negative. Get out of here.
Did she say booty hole? Miss Fluffy Bottom says I can have a convo without fogging up my glasses. Right, girl? Oh, I got a flex. Here, I usually don't like to flex on Cutie, but I got you. This is a good one. I can eat setting up. Yep, that's my flex on Chantal for the day. I can eat setting up. Fluffy Bottoms, thank you for the super chat.
Like, why do you care if I'm not even addressing them? I'm addressing haters.
Haters.
They know what upsets you. I'm not upset. Like, why can't I address shit that's just fucking stupid and sideways without people thinking that I'm like super upset? Like, seriously. I don't know, but anyways. What do you mean I'm holding him hostage? Like, you're a whole ass fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Remember when she challenged me Chantal challenging me to a walk was literally the equivalent of FFG offering her $7,000 for a fight. Like, what do you do in a walk off? You want me to walk? Shut up, Chantal. Shut up. Stupid.
Let the woman speak. Exactly. If you don't like it, y'all can just fuck off and be blocked.
Nah. Andy Tarot says my flex on Chantal of the day is I can hold my shit in.
I tell my husband fuck you and he treats it like a challenge. Seriously. So stupid. I got rid of them. Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, you know, like the people that just like to argue.
Right, Streetcart?
A hostage situation. Right? He's not forced to stay with me. People I think are seriously fucking jealous, or they're just mad that we haven't crumbled apart yet, that we hang on, that we actually love each other, and they don't have that in their life themselves because they're hideous, and I don't know what to tell you. Hideous inside and out.
God.
People that tell the truth. You don't know my truth. That's the problem, and you can be blocked for assuming you know anything about me and my truth. Who the fuck are you to try to write someone's story with missing information? The fuck? It's the audacity and the fucking entitlement and the nerve. No, I don't know if I want to watch you for you. The fuck, man. Seriously. The fucking audacity to be like, to assume you know what anyone feels, number one. Like, get a life, man. Seriously. She's in her basket. Anyways.
Bertha says she asks for opinions because she's used to her AI boyfriend telling her what she wants to hear. Sit and spin, modest Miriam. Yeah, right. So the community is telling you what you don't want to hear. This is the reason why your family doesn't bother. When people are telling you how they feel about your relationship, you're just flat out cussing them out, blocking them. And that's why your family doesn't say anything. My family just minds their business when it comes to relationships. That's what they do. Big Bertha, thank you for the support, hon. Bex the baddest. Hello, girl. My flex, I have more than a teaspoon of hair. That was a banger, bitch. Thank you for being a member for 35 months.
So that's it. I don't know what to tell you. Nina, thank you. Some people are jealous of your love and life, especially the reactors. It's so obvious, but nothing can change what is meant for you. Thank you, Nina. Yeah, I mean, y'all can, thank you. Everyone can be like, oh, I find it really fucking insane to me that reactors will sit on their fucking high horse and be like, they're the reason, like they'll sit there and make fun of my husband, make fun of our relationship, talk disgustingly about intimate, imagined details. They'll just for hours fucking shit on us. And then they have the nerve.
That's true. That part's all true. Go ahead.
To be like, to you know what I'm saying? To wonder why I even address this shit sometimes. Like, it's just like insane. Like, I wonder why, you dumb fuck. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's right. Don't prove us wrong, whatever you do.
See a relative and take a nap in the same day. Just
You guys remember when we all found out about the BBJ, when Chris came online and told us that BBJ died and that she died in 2000 and what was it, 2023 or something like that? I can't remember. Let's not do details, right? And we were like, oh my God. So this came from her brother, right? Like BBJ's dead. Like it was like 2 months ago that FFG was telling Chantal if she gave her a cat that she would send a BBJ update and show her frolicking in the grass. And it was like the previous Christmas. She was like talking about all the Christmas presents that she had got BBJ, remember? And when that information came out, she was like, she didn't say anything. And it would have been that easy just to shut people the fuck up. And she didn't do it. And then when she got pressured into it, because Chris got the month wrong, that she came and she gave some grainy ass video to show that BBJ was still alive in like the end of 2023 or whatever. Chantal, again, you were just like your sister. If Big Cigarette could have came online and proved her brother and proved us, the reactors, wrong, that we didn't have it right, that BBJ was still alive, she would have fucking jumped on that in a hot fucking minute, because nobody loves nothing more than to prove a motherfucker wrong. But why do I even address it? Why do I even try? Because the same reason that FFG has not brought the truth about BBJ, because you motherfuckers can't. You can't prove that your relationship is real, and she can't prove that the fucking cat was alive past 2023. They can't fucking do it, because if they could, you think they're above it? No. Of course you would love to shut a motherfucker down, but you can't. So why do I address it? Exactly, Chantal. Why don't you do like your big fat fucking sister and not address it? Kat says, I can walk a block without huffing and puffing and wheezing, and I'm 50-something with a full head of hair. Will you even make it to 45, cutie? I can answer that for you. Fuck no, Cats. Thank you for the super chat, girl. Shelly Ray says, I had to think of my flex, which I feel we all have to do. We all have this. We don't have to use multiple filters and feel good about ourselves and our own skin. Also, we don't have to maneuver my scale to get a fantasy weight. Remember people used to make a big deal about the filters, and oh my God, I feel like that was like the talk of the community for so long. She's got that Samsung, and then everybody's like, it's got body filters, girl. It's a glitch. You see it's a glitch. And then we play it in slow-mo to see the glitch on the Samsung filter. You guys remember that whole era, right? Do you know that we've taken it up another notch? That we have graduated from the filters era to now we're in actually AI era, to where she's taking her photos and she's actually running it through AI and changing everything about herself. Did you ever think that we would get to a part in the Chantal verse that she would be doing something like that? It's crazy to think about. Shelly Ray, thank you for the support. Yes, it was good times for sure.
They think they know everything. They don't know anything. Like, they're the most ignorant, uneducated people, Gore world, okay? And they know nothing. And
what education do you have? I have the same amount of education as you, Chantal, to be quite honest. We have the same amount of education. You didn't finish college. You dropped out after like a fucking month. So did I. So why the fuck are you sitting around calling other people uneducated when you yourself are also uneducated? There's another fucking loser that LARPs around this fucking community that says the same thing, and that motherfucker's a high school dropout. I don't even think got his GED. Calling people uneducated. The nerve of these motherfuckers, man.
They just assume they do, and it's so irritating. But let them think what they want. This is the fucking internet. They're going to think.
People who actually have education and hold degrees won't talk down on somebody and say something like that. The most uneducated da-da-da-da-da-da. Because number one, being able to have that is a fucking privilege that not everybody has access to, and it doesn't make you better or smarter, to be quite honest, than somebody else. That's a fucking privilege, Chantal. So why don't you learn something about education?
What they want. Keep being ignorant. At the end of the day,
not everybody has the same kind of access. So once you let that fucking sink in, and maybe you should, considering that your husband is in the Middle East, in Syria. Hello, Ultraviolet. I got left for a big titty pretty bitch. I need love. Don't worry, they're going to regret it. I promise you that much. And you're going to find something even better. Wait, are you trolling me? Are you saying that's what happened with Chantal, or did that really happen to you? Either way, the message still, well, except for her. Thank you for being a member for 34 months. We got a lot going on.
None of your stupid fucking...
Exactly. Don't confuse education with intelligence. Yep, agreed. Yulia says, girl, you can't imagine the field I'm in and what I do in it. Pipe down, cutie. Exactly. Sitting here talking about this community being uneducated. Please. You don't realize the success that lies in these communities. Maybe in yours and definitely all over ours. I know it for a fact.
Idiotic theories, conspiracies have ever been true. So more come in and subscribe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just like living my life, man. You know? Right, dialysis. They're experts at life. Right. That's the thing. The thing is, I can't win. If I don't share my life, they fill in the blanks with complete bullshit. And people fucking believe it. Like this person that came in and was like, are you getting evicted? Haha. The fact that you think that's even remotely funny. Are you getting evicted because of people leaving reviews? Haha. Like, how is that like, y'all need to grow the fuck up, first of all. If you think that it's funny, you think that you have a moral high ground over me, but you're the one trying to get somebody evicted on the fucking street with their cat. You're fucked, okay?
Cat.
Like, it's so fucking insane. Like, how is that funny, Bless Sparkle? I'd like to know. How is that funny?
Yes, she did. She absolutely did. That was before we knew the story behind it. She sure did. And thank you for the super chat, hun.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. It's a complete fucking bullshit made up review. They don't even fucking live here. Like, I didn't even see it. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. It's but that's the thing. It's not funny. It's only funny to a piece of shit fucking idiot. My point is proven right there. That's what Gore World is. That's what Gore World is. That's it. Like, it's really...
Finney says, I have a theory. Nina sends Foodie Beauty money, so Foodie Beauty will never guess that her and Salah have a thing going on. Love your work. When will Sam be on next, please? Ooh, this is filled with great stuff. I can get down with the Nina and Salah theory. Now, that is something I could see being a very big possibility. And here's the thing. That actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Like, Nina's obviously got some disposable income. Does anybody know I'm not asking for personal information, but I could see it. If like Nina's just like a single woman and dude, it happened for whatever reason. I mean, it happened with dishwasher of all fucking people. You don't think that there's somebody out there in Chantel's community that's willing? I'm shocked it hasn't happened yet, but maybe it has and we just don't know. Maybe Salah's gotten a lot, I don't want to say smarter, but and maybe Nina's one to keep her mouth shut. Right under her nose, just like Dee Dee. No, I could totally get down with that theory for sure. And as far as Sam, I think she's taking a break for a little bit. She's got some other things going on, but hopefully we'll get her back on eventually. And thank you for the support, hon. Yulia says, we're not the ones asking Ghost for diet advice. Exactly. Yulia, thank you for the super chat. Salah was infatuated with her ASMR video that Nina did. Big Bertha, are you talking about Cabela on TikTok? I'm not sure if I follow. I can cook standing up. That's a great flex. Hello, Mama Mitchell. My flex is that after I clock out from my very cushy job, I will go to the home I own and make supper for my family. She will never, ever, ever, girl. I love that for you. And thank you for being a member for 15 months, son. Hell yeah.
That people think that's entertaining. But whatever. I mean, whatever. Don't affect me anyways. Like, seriously, do all you want. The worst fucking case scenario, they're going to see an online review maybe ask me about. I've already warned them. Okay, I've already fucking emailed them, and along.
Here's your problem, Chantal, is that it's not just that simple. It's not like people went to AI and they created a AI picture of you in your apartment with a bunch of trash that didn't exist. As much as I enjoyed that stream and I thought it was great because I just love to see the mess because it's fascinating to see somebody living in that situation. You fucked yourself really bad because again, it's not that simple. People who are renting out apartments, especially in a building where they're charging the amount of rent that they're charging you, they want to rent those apartments. They're not willing to look past somebody living in absolute filth and trash because you will eventually cause them a lot of problems. So yeah, you would have a point if those pictures were AI generated, but they weren't. They were actually taken from a live stream that you hosted on your Kick channel and given to your apartment management, I guess. So I think it could be a little bit more serious than just, we'll just delete and I don't know. I'm sure that I would say bare minimum. I don't know that they're necessarily going to evict her, but I definitely think that they'll maybe have a conversation or they will ask to do an inspection. I would say they would probably ask to do an inspection. Like, I don't think that if she's paying her rent, if she's up to date on her rent and everything is good there, then they're not just going to evict her. But if she's already behind, like we've speculated, and not paying her rent, and they send in these real video clips and pictures of her apartment, oh yeah, she's probably pretty fucked as far as being evicted. Absolutely. Carlotta says, my flex is my husband's cupcake recipe can fit and reach to my pole. Wow, Carlotta. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah. And you know what? I can agree. Yeah. I've seen it. Of course. Just joking. Thank you for the support, hon.
A long time ago, and warn them that they're gonna get fucking contacted over bullshit.
That's right. She's a hottie.
I mean, all they gotta do, delete. They probably don't even give a fuck enough to do that. So whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Why are people so comfortable with hurting a business? Because they think that that it reflects on me. You know? But whatever. Yeah. And even if it's a messy a little bit sometimes, whatever. It gets clean, who cares? I'm sure they see a lot worse,
Here's the thing.
In prison.
Again, you're taking things personal. As a person in the reaction community, if I were to turn on my camera and show you guys my house and it was filled with trash the same way that Chantal's was, maybe my community wouldn't, but the people who watch who don't like me, oh yeah, they're grabbing pictures, they're making phone calls, they're leaving reviews. If Gorlick was to do it, if anybody in any community that has any kind of people who don't like that creator, God, you could be in any kind of community. You give a motherfucker a reason, they will take it. They're going to make phone calls. You're not it's not because it's personal, Chantal. This is just what people do. So not that I live in filth. Okay. If I was a person who had some kind of issue where I couldn't clean my house and I had garbage all around me, I'm going to keep that to myself. I'm not going to show anybody. I'm damn sure not going to turn on live stream and laugh and show everybody and then pick up and shuffle and all that. But again, we do think that Chantal suffers with severe out of control mental illness. And I think that's definitely a obvious, right? Very good. Says my flex is my parents aren't brother and sister and I don't eat cat food.
My dad's my uncle.
That's right. Very good. And she does eat cat food. Dude, remember? It ain't even been but a couple of weeks and Chantal ate that shrimp. She took the shrimp out of BG's bowl and put it in her pot that she was eating, her bowl or whatever. I see 20 active trash bags, shit stained clothes, a mouse, food all over. I'm saying something. Exactly. And again, she thinks that people are picking on her because she's foodie beauty. But anybody, if they turn on their camera and they show their house like that, there are going to be people that make calls. they're just going to do it. Trust and believe, Chantal, you're not alone. Very good. Thank you for the support, hon. Lena, hello, girl. Caught up at 1.5. She's mad at him because he's not giving her the attention she wants. Yep. She's raging because she can't let the beans out yet. Exactly. Well, so in this specific scenario right here, he's already love bombed her. He's already reeled her back in, told her to dress more modest, cover up. He even had a clip ready to go. If you didn't hear this part. So when she told him that she wanted to take a break, Salah sent her a clip of her doing something, showing, I can't remember exactly what she said, and basically said, you're doing this on the internet. You're showing this, you're doing that. You need to dress more modest and da-da-da-da-da. So to her, that was a sign of Salah being jealous. So he gave in to what she wants. Like she has a big smile on her face. So now she's got to walk all that shit back. And she's got to let her aggression out on the community because she made an absolute ass out of herself. So now people are in chat basically making fun of her as they should. And so she's raging at the community. Yeah, well, I might be unhinged and a psycho, but what about this person? And what about that person? That's what we're seeing right now. Lena, thank you for the support, hun. Burnett, shut up. Thank you for your money, girl. Appreciate you. Lena says, you're right, but I think there's something else. Well, listen, by the time last night came around, that whole love bombing had already wore out. Malaysia's off. Malaysia's off. And we know why Malaysia's off, or at least why she's threatening Malaysia being off. Malaysia is off, Salah, until you give me what the fuck I am looking for. Text me, honey bun. Text me.
Fuck, man. No. They go in real life like this all the time with me. They harass everyone in my life, but they're fucking mad about stupid shit I did like 5 years ago. They have no reason. They're just fucking stupid. No one's house is perfect 24/7. Yep. Yeah. It's really sad. Yeah. What would Jan Pete do? Oh, yeah, sure. If any of these people put their whole lives online, they would be canceled for sure. Yep. Jan would blame the Jewish community. She's so weird, man. Like, get your anti-Semitic ass out of here. Sit and stand, hate us. Yeah, my family would never talk to that fucking weird inbred bitch. So she can try all she wants. The fuck?
She's talking about us. So I guess somebody came in her chat and said, this is what they said, that I wanted to interview her brother, which we kind of talked about yesterday, but we didn't get to watch the clip. And the nerve of this motherfucker to call somebody inbred. Are you kidding me right now, Chantal?
My dad's my uncle.
Unbelievable. And I have to say, you really should stop using hillbilly as an insult. Number one, I'm not a hillbilly, but being a hillbilly, I don't see a problem with somebody being a hillbilly. Like, what is it that you have against people who consider themselves hillbillies? Like, do you want to be called a hillbilly Canadian? Oh, look at the llama, cootie. Look at it, cootie. And then we can go watch that clip of your aunt. And oh, is there maple syrup in those lollipops, cutie? I mean, you want to really fucking talk about some inbred hillbilly Canadian shit? Because we can clear the schedule if that's really what the fuck you want to do. Sassy Cat, my son just called his girlfriend's water just broke, and I'm gonna you're gonna have your 5th grandson today. Congratulations, hon. That's so exciting. Wow. Congratulations. And thank you so much for the support. Aw. With all the birthdays that we already have in chat. Miss Victor Charlie says, hold on just a second. Behind, but brace your cats, ladies, or brace your pussy, ladies, has me howling in my office. Thank you, Miss Victor Charlie. Appreciate you. Foodie's doing a video. Yeah, you can't, you can't. I mean, you can if you want to continue to call people inbred, but whatever, Chantal.
Yeah, my family would never talk to that fucking weird inbred bitch. So she can try all she wants. The fuck? How about we interview your fucking pedo ex? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's dead. He's dead because you know what I say to pedos? I say, do yourself in immediately. That's what I say to people like that. I don't give them excuses. I don't say that they deserve second chances. I'm not an apologist, Chantal, but one of us are. Yeah. Yeah, big girl. Do you want to play those clips too?
Nasty fucking bitch, man. Imagine trying to contact someone's family. They're not gonna talk to you. You think my family, unlike yours, fucking loves me? You think your fucking family my family is gonna give you the time of day?
She say, your mother sent you away to go live at a home. Your grandmother set you in front of a TV to rot. What the fuck are you talking about? I was my mother's pride and joy. Same with my grandmother. All right. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And my extended family also. So again, ma'am, I don't think that your family even acknowledges that you exist other than to check in on the cutie who suffers with whatever the fuck you got going on.
Talk shit on me? You're fucking cracked. I know your wife fucking lets her daughter prostitute and shit like that, but my family is not fucking.
My wife lets her daughters prostitute. I mean, Chantal, if making up shit and saying some vile, disgusting things about young women, if that makes you feel better, then I guess go for it. But God, you really do just hate women, don't you? The only prostitute I know is Salah, your souvenir, who is willing to probably let you squeeze his cupcake recipe whenever you all were in Kuwait and Syria once a month. That's the only prostitute that I know of around here. So why don't you write that down and remember that. Your man is the prostitute.
Like that, okay? So leave them the fuck alone. Or you, like Marty, will be getting a fucking harassment warning, okay?
I wish the fuck you would, okay? Tell whoever it is that you're going to contact to skip contacting us directly and sending right to Manning's office.
Because she does all this shit online, so it wouldn't be hard to do it.
If you say so, if you say so. Like I said, contact Manning. Have your people call my people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just speaking my mind. I don't expect people to, I don't care. I don't want a fucking show. I don't want to be on Lolcow. I want nothing to do with any of these people. How many times do I have to fucking say it?
You know, if it wasn't for the Salah situation, like people keep thinking that Chantal's going to go on this Lolcow podcast. If he would have never entered the picture, I do believe that she would have. She would have been up there just like Amber. But that situation will stop her from doing that. Yeah, I think number one, Salah doesn't want her to. But number two is that people are going to pressure her about the romance scamming relationship. It's probably going to start being the topic of the show, which would be that would be great for business for them, right? And she knows it. She knows good and well that they are going to push her and push her and push her on the Salah situation, and she can't handle that. You see the way that she's acting right now with a little bit of trolling going on in chat. Now imagine her going on a panel on a podcast. She's already had that experience, and look how it worked out. They immediately brought up Salah shitting in Cabela. So she would never do it. And mainly because of Salah. Yes, the scat fetish. Exactly, Tweet T. Lena says, didn't she pay for stuff, give away stuff for that? Yes, she did. What about the homeless man, the Burger King or whatever? I can't remember, but she's just so stupid. There's no truth to what she's saying. And saying that about somebody's daughters is pretty fucking sick, and it speaks volumes about yourself, Chantal. I'll leave it at that. Spiteful Pinky Jean says, sorry, I'm behind, but my flex would have to be I didn't go nose to puss to impress an asphalt-eating saber-tooth crackhead. That was a banger. We're going to leave that one there for a minute in case she clicks in when she gets up from her carb coma. You hear that, cutie? You went nose to puss to impress what's his tooth, and you still got told no. You still got told to fuck off.
Like yeah.
Thank you, Spiteful Pinky Jean.
Seriously. We need a peaceful life. Lolcow is anti-peace. Exactly. Was it good, Euphoria? Oh, really, Pansy? Good to know. Like, I don't want to have to do this shit in my fucking life. True, lady. But I had to do it with fucking Marty. I had no choice. He wouldn't stop. The minute the FBI talked to him, you know, it's fucking insane. These people are subhuman.
Could you imagine Chantel's call with the FBI? Just woman, her name's Yeva, and she said, well, I don't know, but somebody came in my chat and said that she said she's going to interview my brother. Could you handle that? Could you take care of that? Thank you. That's the kind of pull and power she wants us to believe that she has because she was able to make something happen with Marty. You weren't. Marty was just willing to take it too far. And the FBI seen that, and I guess they went and they had a talk. Nothing really came from that. Do you realize that? Nothing happened to Marty. There was a knock on the door. There was a conversation that was had, and that was it. You get on here and you act like the man did time or something. Like he went to jail. He was handcuffed. He was charged, criminally charged. That didn't happen. They say, hey, man, knock it off. Not cool. He's like, all right, will do. And that was it. That was it. Yeah, I bet Shmi called. Chantal is, again, another thing that Chantal is taking credit for that she more than likely did not have anything to do with. It was probably her mother.
And really.
And do you know why? Since you want to talk about pedo, Chantal, the whole reason Marty was on your ass because you were telling people to leave a pedophile alone. Cyrax, remember when you were on here running your trap, defending Cyrax, telling leave him alone. He's trying to live his life. So what if he tries to talk to minors? That's why all that shit happened. You can't change history, Foodie, and say, oh, I didn't know that Cyrax was a known pedophile. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And you said, doesn't matter. Leave that person alone. And Marty says, you know what? Listen, we don't take too kindly to people telling us to leave this known pedophile alone. So we're going to give her a little taste of her own medicine. And that's what happened. And that's how she got to that position to where her mother had to make a call to the Canadian FBI.
It was really good. We need Crazy Frog and Simpsons donuts. I know. It's true. Like, it's bad enough you fucking stupid bitches feed your fucking kids off of hate money. Now you want to try to fucking harass my family? Fuck off.
Hate money. Is she okay?
Off.
Well, you feed yourself. I'll feed her money.
Spent his last months doing that. What a shame. Waste of life. Yes, I did watch Ozark. It's really good. Ew, strawberries. What? Yeah, it's internet stalking. I know. I'm not the only person that's subject to that. A lot of people are, but it's just fucking like, at the end of the day, like, I'm sorry, but I feel like, you know, I don't know how people just like co-sign that. It's like, what gets me is like, how do you spend 3 hours condemning someone for being immoral, but you do fucking worse shit? Like, how? Like, it's so insane.
I mean, if you have something to say about somebody in this community, make a video. Like, if you do something and we want to talk about, we've been here for what? Shit, we've been here for 3 hours. Hell yeah. So what do we do? Ladies and gentlemen, we made a fucking video. Why don't you put some actual effort into your content, Chantal? If there's bullshit that you feel like needs to be called out, then do it. Nobody is stopping you, but you can't be bothered because God forbid you do anything but lay there and seal and cry about the fact that Salah won't answer your fucking text messages and eat yourself into an early fucking grave. That's really what it comes down to. It's not that you don't want to lower yourself to these people's, you know, their point where they're at in life. Is that you can't be fucking bothered to put any other effort into your content. That's really what it comes down to. Desi's mama says, I have a flex. I clean house daily and I use my trash barrel and I don't do deliveries and food dash. Yes, girl. Can relate to that too. And thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Yeah, I know, coming from her. Yulia says, at least they feed their kids. You eat your cat shrimp. Yeah, at least we ate. At least, listen, at least we feed our kids, Chantal. And sorry, girl, you are not one to talk about parenting. Where is the smoke for your dad who locked the fucking door? Why is it that you only want to attack female parents, to only go for the mothers? How come you don't have any of this smoke for your dad who walked out of your life and said, you know what? I don't want any fucking thing to do with you, but I'm going to raise other kids. The only motherfucker you should be coming on here talking about their parenting is your dad, Chantal. You don't know what my parenting's like. You don't know what Sam's parenting's like. You don't know what Just Breathing's parenting is like. You don't know none of that shit because we're not on here 24/7 showing what we do in private. You don't know any of that. Call your daddy. You remember when you were having your little daddy moments and you were out, daddy, why did you leave me, daddy? You knew I was there. You knew I existed. You raised your other kids and you didn't raise me. Like, I know that's gotta hurt, bitch. It's not that he didn't know you existed. He says, I can't be fucking bothered. I'm not gonna do it. Can you imagine knowing this is what fucking kills me and I don't give a fuck. I'll never give, no matter what problems a kid or a person has, I'll never give a motherfucker a pass who walked out of their kid's life and then went to raise more kids. Are you fucking kidding me? No excuse. So why don't you save some of that energy from your own fucking family, talking about how much better your family is than my family, bitch? I can't tell. Your dad walked the fuck away from you. And you got all kinds of issues. You were locked up as a kid. I was never locked up as a kid. And I showed my ass. And you know what? My mom still took care of me, never turned her back on me, made sure I had everything that I needed. Chantal, can you say the same? No, the fuck you cannot. And one of your parents said nope and said yes to two others. But yet you going to make up stories and scenarios about our kids. That takes some real fucking balls, bro. Yulia, thank you for the support, hon. Mooncharge Dorito says, my flexes, I don't store poop in my freezer. That is a flex that I hope the whole entire community shares as well, hun. And thank you for the support. Chantal prostitutes herself every day. She begs for money. And let's not fucking forget that it is still a conspiracy theory for good reason in this community that she is doing some behind the scenes camera work, baby, which would be considered to a certain extent prostitution, depending on how you looked at it. Okay, Chantal? So even if they were prostitutes, which they're not, who the fuck are you to judge, bro? That's what I want to know. Even if her daughters were, which I repeat again, they're not, what the fuck does that have to do with you? They're adults. Why are you on here talking about somebody's adult kids and what they do in their life as that has, I dare you to say that to either one of them. I dare you. I fucking dare you. Sassy Mama said her dad opted out. Yep. Did your dad sign over his rights to you, Chantal? Or he didn't even bother doing that, huh? Did Shmi get any kind of child support from your dad? Just curious. Sassy Mama, thank you for the support, hon.
To me, I'm just sitting here living my fucking life. That's it. I don't bother anyone, you know? But whatever, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Please don't spoil the show. Yeah.
Exactly, Lauren. Paul's Kuwait formally accused Chantal of prostitution. Yeah, sure did, cutie. Wow. What do we call that? There's a word that we use for that, right? Projecting, ladies and gentlemen. Radioactive Gaming says, bitch can't take care of a cat, but she is judging mothers of children. And she used to, before Salah came around, she would sit there and socialize with the most deadbeat dad motherfuckers in this community and didn't have nothing to say about their parenting, but she would make up fake fucking scenarios about the women in the community. Let this motherfucker find out you have kids and you react to her. Oh, you're a bad mom. Just on that alone. And then she'll make up all kinds of weird shit to go with it. I mean, where do you think this soundbite came from?
Like these people who have, they have children
Can you not take them to the park?
She was talking about me when she said that because I was online reacting to Chantal while my children were in school that I should have been doing stuff like taking them to the park while they were in school. Well, maybe if you didn't have a late in life fucking abortion, you could take little Pete Jr. to the park, Chantal. How about that there, girl? Radioactive Gamer, thank you for the support. Desi's mama, let me look. Sorry about that. God, I hate when she gets me worked up because I don't like getting worked up when it comes to Chantal. Oh, here you are. No, I seen that one. I read that one. Sometimes. Was that the one, girl? I read that one. I have a flex. I have a clean house. I clean house daily in my trash barrel and don't do deliveries and food dash. Yes, same. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, late term abortion bees. And the odds of her lying about that, though, are very high. That's what's crazy. The even more fucked up thing than having a late term abortion when there's not a medical reason for it is the fact that there's a big possibility that you just made that shit up. That's how disconnected you are in life, is that you are willing to make up that lie just to admit that you were sexually active, you weirdo. It wasn't even 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you were panning the camera around your bedroom in your late 30s with fake condoms laid out everywhere, Chantal. Do you want to keep calling people retarded? Do you really want to go there? I didn't think so.
It's probably not legal, but the problem is it's like mentally taxing to have to deal with going after so many fucking people. Like, where do you even start, you know? Like, who wants to be in a legal battle? Who has the time, money, and energy for that shit? No thanks. Anyway. They can't see it. They're blind. Mm-hmm.
Drama V says she says that about Sam's girls because they are beautiful. She truly beautiful females. They're beautiful, they're skinny, and they're black. All things that Chantal does not like. Baby Bug, thank you so much for the support, hun. Or no, that was Drama B. I'm sorry, Drama B. Drama B, thank you, hun. Baby Bug says, God forbid you have a personality that doesn't revolve around your child. Foodie offered hers, so she revolved her life around a crackhead and a marriage scammer instead. Poor me. And that's the thing. Like, all these situations these bad situations that Chantal has gotten herself into were a choice. Like, she put in hard work to get where she is present day. Like, a lot of people, they come from bad families. They have bad upbringings. Like, there's people are sick. Their parents are sick. They can't take care of them properly the way they should. The kids are sick. Like, there's so many things that happen in life that makes your life go in a negative direction. But for the most part, listening to Chantal's history and knowing that her mom took care of her, she had a stepdad, she had a sister. I'm pretty sure the welfare situation was made up. She had grandparents that loved her. But she just didn't want any good things in her life. She didn't want any good things in her life. Like, she wanted her life to be nothing but negativity. She really fought to be where she is today. It's taken her 42 years to get there. 42 years, hard work and dedication. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Kat says, another flex. I don't wake up at 3 a.m. and drive out of my way for takeout and then shit talk said takeout the whole trip there. That will never not be fucking fascinating. Kat, thank you for the support, hun. She wanted to be the victim and still does. Exactly. Julia, I missed you. Why are they not coming through? Hold on just a second. There you are, girl. Hey, it just occurred to me. Neither her dad nor her stepdad want anything to do with her. I wonder why that is. And I think you're right. She doesn't say a whole lot about her stepdad. And I kind of wondered the same thing. Like, this man raised her basically since she was like 6 years old. She doesn't say anything about her dad. I don't think they had a relationship at all. I think Foodie was always problematic. I think the stepdad kind of just minded his business and, stuck around for her sister or whatever. But I think that she's always been a problem. And he just kind of like lets me handle that. And that was kind of like, that was it. There was no relationship, right? You know, other than probably maybe on outings and stuff, being around each other until she was older. But I don't think they've ever had a relationship like that. Stepdad can't stand Chantal. I think you're right. Yulia, thank you for the support, hon.
Yep. Ignorance is bliss for them.
Like, I don't think that Chantal is just a child that was problematic. I think Chantal was she's always been what she is today. So we're not talking about a kid who would have temper tantrums and just want their way, spoiled, rotten. Kids grow out of that shit. We are talking about somebody who is probably, for a big part of their childhood, was a manipulator, was a gaslighter, was an abuser. If you think that kids can't be abusive to their parents, you're wrong. They can. And you cannot, like, those, when you are just what we like to call a bad seed, there's no outgrowing that. For the most part, kids outgrow their bad behavior. It happens. But stuff like that, you're born with it. There is no outgrowing that. And the same behavior we see today is something that she's probably had since day one, just on different levels. Scary, really. Think about that. Like, fuck, what would you do, you know? Yulia, thank you for the support, hon.
Totally fucking ignorant. And at this point, I think it's willful. Anything positive or good in my life, they don't want to hear it. It's always turned around to be negative. Always. Always. Look at fucking Girly Bread, for example. His whole fucking channel's like that. Content reviewer. Only talks about the negative shit. Always. Do you know what I mean?
What the fuck? Why is it Gorlick Bread's responsibility to say some positive shit about you? And I'm sorry, but what the fuck? If he started saying positive shit about you, Chantal, then he would be a fucking liar. There is not one thing. And you know what, though, to be fair to Gorlick, because I listen to Gorlick Bread's videos a lot. He does a great job covering Chantal's shit, and he kind of sums it up. That's another example of what we were talking about today. You can't deal with the reactors and you kind of want a smaller portion. It's a great option. But I've heard him not, he's not very vicious with the things that he says. He's pretty nice for the most part. Yeah, Cindy, it's true. It's not illegal to lie. But there's nothing nice to say. I'm sorry. There will be, what was it? Because she's using Gorlick for an example. And I remember, he will, okay, Gorlick, I feel like, is one of the reactors that will give credit where credit is due. I'll leave it at that.
Has to edit
that was a bad example.
Unflattering fucking photo. It's like always the same shit. Like, how do these people live like that every day? I don't know. It's so fucked to me. I'm so thankful I'm not like that. Alhamdulillah. Think I'm fucking fake Muslim all you want. I don't give a shit.
Thanks, Lord.
Yeah, people can't comprehend it. They say, why though? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, Sony, like I said,
I see a lot of people talking about Quirky love Rosie in chat, and I just want to say that I do agree, and I kind of clocked her from day one as to being very abusive to her to her parents. And I'm not going to say that her parents left the country because of Rosie, but I think when an opportunity came knocking at the door, that definitely pushed them out the door. I think that Rosie, if she was fully exposed, like if the girls were put in a row and they were fully exposed for things that, whatever it may be, I think Rosie would probably be at the top of the tier. I think she's worse than anybody could even imagine. I think that she has done some crazy manipulation, and God only knows what she's made up about her family over the years and lied about certain things that have happened to her. If a woman is willing to go into a doctor's office and do certain things because they are looking to get an autism diagnosis, should tell you how evil and sick that a person is, that I don't even think that Foodie nor Amber would do something like that. I really don't. Not to give them any kind of credit, but we are on a different level. Yes, Elena's Mermaid. I do feel like we're pivoting over to Horror Cow when talking about Quirky. And Quirky thought that she was going to come in and she was going to manipulate the community and say how better she was and how above Foodie and Amber that she was, and oh my God, I'm not what they are. You cannot, put me in the same category. No, you're right. You're not a low cow. You're horror cow. I can't agree with that. Radioactive Gaming says, keep in mind, she could have used her own experiences to feel empathy for children. Yes, she didn't. If Foodie had stepkids, she'd resent them as well. She needs to have zero contact with children. The way that she is jealous over Salah's family, you're not going to tell. And she let it slip sometimes when she was in Syria. Oh my God, I'll never forget what she said about Sasa eating the fries. Like that situation, even the pizza always stuck to me. I don't know why. Like the thought of kids going hungry and this woman having the ability to like feed some kids and not doing that and telling on Sasa for eating fries or hiding food from Sasa literally makes me sick. That is absolutely disgusting. So pivoting back around, we're talking about who's worse and who, they're all bad. Let's just leave it at that. I don't even need to put these because sometimes you just forget what they do. Remember when it got exposed that Salah and Chantal took water from the camp, took water from children? Yeah, they're all just bad. They're all bad. Radioactive Gaming, thank you for the support, hun.
I have a smaller audience than hate channels. I don't care. It's quality over quantity. I don't have fucking people in here threatening to murder people, like wishing people dead, constantly fucking stupid, like salad, fucking tards in my chat. I don't have that, and I'm fucking thankful. So I don't care. Yes, miserable. Yep. And at the end of the day, I don't have to be a nasty fucking piece of soulless shit to fucking have a presence online.
Yep. She wanted the fries and was trying to quote unquote steal kids getting food. Like seeing a bag of chips, kid comes to my house. You don't need to ask me. The only time my kids need to ask me to get something to eat is because I'm about to cook dinner. And no, you're not going to eat this before you eat dinner because then I'm going to have a lot of food that's going to go to waste. But a kid who comes over to visit, you don't need to ask me. You unless you need me to get you something, you're welcome to it. There is no stealing of food, you weirdo. Anybody who says a kid steals food, you're sick in the head.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. And fuck them all. That's all I'm going to say about it. Seriously. Keep making me relevant. No, I didn't do a Nazi salute.
At this point, there is no keeping you relevant. there is no keeping you relevant, Chantal. Like the majority of the community has pivoted over to reaction and clip channels. If you haven't noticed, your relevancy has came to a complete halt. It's over, and you are never going to claim that crown ever again. Once upon a time, Chantal and Amber, they were the big dogs of the community. And honestly, that is the way it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be, if you are a reaction channel and you are covering somebody, you're more than likely going to cover somebody who, is more well-known, right? It's not going to be the opposite. And it went from Chantal being the big dog to Chantal not being relevant at all. Like she is just barely hanging on, and she claims she doesn't care, which is weird. I can't imagine this is the only thing, and she says that that's how she makes her money, that's how she makes her living, but yet she doesn't care about it. How are you not stressed out about bills? You say that you have all this debt, all this tax debt and bankruptcy, and if we're not even counting that, if we're just talking about the cost of living, how are you not stressed out? How do you not care? Because that is what pays your bills. And I was just talking to Sam about this yesterday. I'm like, dude, if it was possible, what she's saying is actually possible. If you could go to Kick for how many hours a day and have 200, it doesn't take, I would imagine it doesn't take a whole lot of work to manage to scratch up 200 viewers. She gets about 200. And you're telling me that she makes enough money to order thousands of dollars of takeout and pay her rent and rent cars and do all this other stuff that she's doing? I don't know. How can she say this didn't happen when those clips were archived a long time before AI became popular? Because she can literally say anything, and just whoever believes it, and who doesn't, she'll block them. What Radioactive Gaming say? Little things like that make big differences. Okay, y'all must be having a moment in chat. Excuse me, I was just being nosy. Because she doesn't want him in Canada. It's a great excuse. She wants to meet in Malaysia for the fake true love romance story. I don't necessarily think it's because she doesn't want him in Canada, which I could see why she wouldn't. I think she knows that she financially can't get him to Canada. Remember how I told you guys, I don't know why I've never went and looked it up for myself, like what it takes to sponsor, let's say somebody who lives in Syria to get them to Canada. She has the greatest chance because she lived with Salah in Kuwait for 3 years. Like that alone is so high up to get him to come to Canada. I feel like they would almost immediately approve them, but it's her finances are so fucked up. Tax returns, bankruptcies. That's why. When the fact she could sponsor Salah, like from everything that I've seen, the fact that they've lived together for 3 years in Kuwait, whatever, that really works well in their benefit. It comes down to her finances. All of that shit she talked about, paying bankruptcies and filing. I talked to Sam the other day. I was like, do you know that Chantal just said something about how ChatGPT helped her with her taxes? She was like, what? I said, yeah. And I said, I got to thinking, for somebody who is self-employed and does their own taxes, there's not a printer, there's not a calculator, there's not a binder, there's not a hole puncher, there's not a stapler, not a highlighter, not a nice collection of receipts. There's no indication whatsoever, but she will just make such a stupid statement like that just because she wants to control the narrative. Like what we have been saying for years still stands true to this day. She's doing nothing. She's paying nothing. She's eating her money. She's eating her opportunity. And I don't know if he just is too stupid to put it together. It's never going to fucking happen. It's never going to happen for that big reason alone.
Dumbass. No, if it really truly...
And you know what's so funny about that though, Kiva? Like, why do you even say it? Like, why do you insult people's intelligence just to even say, I had ChatGPT help me with my taxes? And like, there's nothing to indicate. There's no like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. I've been looking at this all day. Like anybody who is self-employed that knows what it goes into to take care of something like that yourself, even if you're just doing it for YouTube, it's a process. And if she was actually doing that, she would be talking about it. She made that in passing. Yeah, ChatGPT. Oh, really? Oh, it's that simple, huh? Okay.
Fucking bothered.
Right. And you know what's scary about that is that lets you know that it's probably never fucking happened. It's never happened.
Me, I would be not online. Do you know how many people run away with their tail tucked between their legs because they can't handle it? I'm not fucking going anywhere. Yeah. Right, Xiaogui. That's what I hope for. We're here to bees.
Smee? I don't think Smee has money like that. And I'm going to stick to what I've been saying from the beginning is that I think, wasn't it you, Sassy Mama, that gave us a number on what you think that Foodie is making a week off the kick? I think the only source of income that Foodie has is Kick. I think she gets extra money for cameos, and I think that every so often she will get outside donations. I think that Nina will send her money on PayPal. I think maybe even that weirdo probably has sent her a little bit of money, but it's nothing significant, right? It's just money that she's probably eating anyways. So thinking what 300 or 500, I think it was 300 or 500. So let's play with the idea that it's 500. So she's probably making, I would say, anywhere from like 2,000 to, I don't know. I feel like I should go down, but for the sake of argument, maybe I should go up. I don't know. My brain wants to tell me Chantel's making maybe $1,500 a month. Maybe. You're like, how the fuck can she make $1,500 a month? Dude, she's done told you guys, evict me, evict me, evict me, evict me, evict me. That's the plan. Eviction is the plan. I don't know why I'm not believing that Chantel's paying rent. I guess because the numbers aren't numbering for me. I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, maybe I'm wrong. That is a possibility. I could be wrong. Okay. She eats that much in McDonald's, right? Loosey goosey? It's crazy.
It's raining. I'm hungry. Good venting. Yeah, I don't know why people have a problem with it. Like, people come in here and have a problem with me venting, but at the same time, they're here because I'm venting. Oh, I can return this for money. Return me. Cool. Or I'll just keep it and get leftovers in it. I don't know.
And yeah, that's okay. What do you think? If we are putting together a number, let's be serious about this. Utilities, phone, internet, food, rent. What are we just talking about without food that she's paying per month to live in that apartment? Think about it. Moon Charge says eviction or she's doing feeder stuff on the side, which again, it could be a possibility. I really don't think that she is. I don't. I think sometimes people send her money, but it's something's either she's not paying bills or she has to be doing something to make other money. But you know why I don't think that though? The feeder stuff, I kind of completely crossed it off my list. I told you all. 3,000 for rent and utilities and 3,000 in food. Okay, I put her at 2,200 for rent, utilities, bills, or let's say 25. I don't want to bop her up to 3K. I'll put her at 25. Oh, and she's doing Ozempic. And she says she's paying $300 a month for the Ozempic. Back to the feeder stuff. Whenever Foodie does something, it's on payday. She shops, it's on payday. She buys something, it's on payday. It's on Kick, payday. She rents a car, it's on payday. So if she was doing feeder content, why do we need to wait till payday in order to get a car? Why do we need to wait till payday to order groceries? The math is just, it's not making sense to me. I believe she's bottling farts for anime sucks. She's living a lot higher than her means because she blows it. Yeah, maybe. Well, you know what? Whatever the situation is, in a couple of months, if we don't hear Chantal talking about relocating, then you guys with the feeder theory, you're right. I don't know how long it takes to get evicted. I've heard all kinds of different stuff. Maybe I need to look into it myself just out of curiosity. Like if you don't pay your rent, I'm not talking about being dirty in your apartment, how long it would take for her, how many payments of rent she would have to miss in order for them to evict her. But yeah, if she doesn't move soon, then you guys are right. I guess she has to be doing feeder content because somebody's giving her money. It's not Salah. Not even going to put that on the card. Not going on the poll. The feeder might be paying rent. Maybe.
What to eat? The Hitler stash, yeah. I can vent if I fucking
I want
want.
to see where you guys are at. I want to do a poll. We're going to be here for a minute. No, I got to get going in a minute. Oh my God, it's 1:40, bro. Is Foodie doing FC feeder content? Very simple. Please sound off below. Big Bertha says, yeah, but that's just big stuff. She spends too much on takeout for it to be just regular content. She's the perfect person for that other content. She is. And if she's not doing feeder content, well, by God, she should be. You're not wrong about that. She is the perfect person for that. But I'm just not completely convinced that she is. My vote is no. No feeder. I think that she's just not paying her bills. What says you, Butter Crumpet? What? Dr. Pimple Popper is in the hospital and had a stroke on set. Oh my God. I hope she's going to be okay. That's horrible. I love her.
I do it once in a while, whatever. But it's like people will be like, why are you don't talk about it, but they're here.
2,200 Canadian. So I don't know what that is in American dollars, but I think her rent is 2,200 Canadian.
Because they want to rage,
FC, it's feeder content for the love of God. The feds are watching. Jesus Christ, what's FC? I just said it. Fatma says right now in Ontario, it takes 8 to 12 months to evict. And let me tell you something else. Okay. Yes. Thoughts and prayers to Dr. Pimple Popper for sure. I think so too, Street Carp. Is she knows these things. This is another thing I said. I said, why does this motherfucker, how is it that she can tell us how much money that she would qualify for in disability? Right? 1,600 in US dollars. Thank you for that. So with that being said, like Chantal knows certain things. She knows how much she could get if she ever try to apply for disability. She knows how long it's going to take her to evict out of her apartment. And I know, is she in Ontario? Fuck, I don't know. Oh, she had a stroke a couple of months ago. Hey, Stacy the Witch. Jesus Christ. Hey, Dilly. Once she gets an eviction notice, she will run. She's a wimp. I went to lunch with my colleagues and you guys are still here. It's been a long one the last couple of days. 10KD says no feeder content, too lazy. I agree with that. Chantel's Unflick Bean says unpopular opinion, but I still think Smee gives Cutie a weekly allowance like she always has. I think Smee spoils Cutie on holidays, on her birthday and on Christmas, but I don't see Smee. If Smee was a well-off woman, I would agree with that. But I think she lives a very basic, like average life. Like, I don't think she has a lot of disposable income, and I have no reason for thinking that. It's just going off of what I've seen. Maybe she does. I just don't think that she does. Who knows? You could be right. And thank you for the super chat, hun.
Look at the fucking Jay Leno idiot. Farquaad Jay Leno, fucking grandpa beaten, taking picture in my daughter's room, fucking flat ass having idiot.
Like, why do you need to talk? Why do you use the word? Why even use the word daughter? Why do you need to circle back around because this woman took a picture in her daughter's room? I just don't understand the talking point there, Chantal. Like, if you want to fucking say anything else, go ahead. But why even bring that up? Because you're trying to make it out like she's a fucking pervert. Meanwhile, you've done a lot of perverted things with animals, but you got to make up scenarios when it comes to people that you don't like.
Look at her. She says she's such oozing. She says she's such a positive channel. I have a positive day. La la la. Oh, a rage. Yay. Like, seriously, how are you going to claim to be a positive person, but then get horny over a fucking possible rage?
She's like horny.
Rage. Rage. I swear. Fuck, man. Oh, I hate these people.
As if we all don't look forward to a good rage. Why are you bullying just breezing for Chantal? We all act the same. All of our pussies get wet, Chantal, when you rage. There. Are you happy?
Dating her mod. Go figure. And she says, I need validation. How many fucking online losers have you? You talk about Salah.
Hold on. Is she live, Fondue? Yeah. Rage. More. Rage.
How many fucking online losers have you been with? Huh? Please. At least I'm not fucking. Do you know how many people online message me? Oh, you're like, I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. Anybody who gives her attention. Nah, I'm not. Fuck. Please. Strawberries knows everything.
It's around the community. It's great.
Creamed panties. She does. They do. They get creamed panties.
Hey, Vicky.
And then they take a clip.
Girl.
That's their fucking...
No, she doesn't. I mean, well, it changes, but it stays the same, if that makes sense.
Porno. They take a clip, they put it on Twitter, and they all circle jerk over it like bukkake session. Like, oh, Foodie Beauty did this. It's the only fucking loving they're getting is from their own selves.
Do you believe that? Do you want it? Meanwhile, you're sitting there wishing, even when you were around him, that your husband would even come close to your vagina, but yet you're going to tell us as a community as a whole we're not getting any. Okay. Hey, if that makes you sleep better at night, then I guess, listen, go for it.
And they say, I need to be laid. Don't you worry about my sex life, honey.
Did you see the look that she gave after that?
And they say, I need to be laid. Don't you worry about my sex life, honey. French fried ghoul calls your mom names. Yeah, well, at least my dad's not a fucking loser on Twitter. He's not a Twitter troll.
How would you know? He doesn't have anything to do with you, stupid. You don't know anything about your dad. And he doesn't want to know anything about you.
Fucking hell.
For all you know, one of these accounts could be your dad. He's like, yeah, fuck that bitch.
I don't care.
That's probably who Dallas is in your chat. That's probably your dad's alias, Chantal. Did you ever think about that? What the fuck would you know about your dad? Fuck. Talking about Sue Slimer.
Dad, if you're watching this, Sue Slimer.
Why don't you tell Smee to sue your dad for no child support, Chantal? Won't you start there? Won't you start at the home front? How about that? Chantal, you telling us, oh my God. Dude, I didn't even hear that. Sam squealed. She goes, oh my God. I said, what? I got to doing something. I had to take her out of my ear. If I got to concentrate, I can't listen to that motherfucker. Say Levy says, my dad loves me. Your daddy abandoned you, cutie. And anyways, I was like, what? She goes, you're not going to believe what Chantal just said. I said, what? Boy, I did not expect that. Like, that's it. I can't even read that. I can't repeat that. I don't want to read it, Fondue. And you know what? Thank you so much for the support, but I'm going to need it off my screen. I can't.
If someone doesn't want to be laid, go for it. I don't care. That wasn't my point. Sex isn't, oh yeah, it's true. It's not the only thing in life, but just because I don't talk about my sex, exactly, haram, Nesha. I don't talk about my sex life for that reason. That's one thing I'll never talk about.
You walk 5 feet and need to sit down. Why do you think that we believe that you are having sex, Chantal, with Salah? Plump Pot Sticker says, no, it's even better, Chantal. Your pops didn't and still doesn't want anything to do with you. Exactly. It's not like he was like, I'm so sorry. You know, I was just in a bad place. I was an alcoholic. I was a drug addict. I was in no position to be your father, cutie. And I want you to know today that I'm a better man. And I hope you forgive me for walking out of your life. Okay. No, sweetheart. Nope. He said, you know what? I'm going to go have 2 more and I'm going to take care of those children and act like you don't exist. That was your reality with your dad. But you want to talk about bad parenting that you don't know anything about, strangers on the internet. Right. Thank you for being a member, hun.
Because it's like, yeah, it's not right to do that. It's very vulgar to do that.
You will literally say and do. I've seen you with a joint in your fucking hands wearing a hijab, Chantal, but where you draw the line is talking about sex. You will fart your pants. You will do all kinds of crazy, disgusting, vulgar things, but where you draw the line, you will say what Fondue just said, right? We all seen that. But you won't talk about sex. You can't talk about it. You can't even make it up. That's how bad it is. You can't even make it up.
But y'all don't know shit. You think I would be with someone for that many years who wouldn't touch me? You're crazy. I'm an Aries. Aries are like one of the most like hyper-sexed fucking signs of the zodiac.
Oh boy, hypersex. You want us to believe that you're a hypersexed individual? Are you serious? Is Foodie doing feeder content? 465 votes. 77% are fucking wrong and 23% are following along and keeping up. Thank you for your participation.
Yeah, you can't imagine my 68-year-old father trolling on Twitter, right? Imagine. It's just blowing her back out.
Well, you can't imagine because you don't talk to your dad. Of course you can't imagine.
I know.
How can you imagine when your dad doesn't acknowledge your existence, Chantal? The jokes are writing themselves at this point. You walked right into that one.
You think I would be with someone for that many years who wouldn't touch me? You're crazy. I'm an Aries. Aries are like one of the most like hyper-sexed fucking signs of the zodiac. Yeah, you can't imagine my 68-year-old father trolling on Twitter, right? Imagine. It's just blowing her back out.
Do you think when Chantal was young that she used to imagine her dad taking her to the park?
Like these people who have, like, they have children. Can you not take them to the park?
Somebody give me Chantal's dad's number and I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna hold the phone up to the speaker and I'm gonna play this soundbite.
Like these people who have, like, they have children. Can you not take them to the park?
And then I'm gonna ask him why he never took Chantal to the park.
I know.
Oh, she's gonna go calling the FBI if I don't knock that off.
It is weird.
Shadow Hair is gonna have that boxed up real nice and tight with the bow on it on her Twitter, tattletelling to her gunt sucking foodie beauty. Aren't you, big girl? Oh, aren't you so cool? Listen what Yabba said. She was serious. She could contact Chantel's dad and ask him why he won't take Chantal to the park. She's a horrible human.
Like these people who have, like, they have children. Can you not take them to the park?
Dada. She said that people emailed her dad and contacted her about it. She said that like a week or two ago. He don't even know this motherfucker. What does he care?
Whatever. I don't speak idiot, sorry. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, what? Anyway.
I swear to God, I hope somebody goes in her chat and tells on us. I hope somebody kicks in her door and says, Chantal, Yabba said she's going to call your dad and ask your dad why he didn't take you to the park. I swear to God. I hope they say it. I really do. Andy, okay, girl, we learned from the dishwasher arc that she does talk about her intimate life when it is happening. Yup, and she can't help herself. Not only does she talk about it, she shows us all the products she uses. She tells us about her STD. She tells us about her prescriptions. And you want us to believe that all of a sudden that you're a modest woman. But that is where you draw the line, Chantal, at the sex. Bullshit. Andy Oak, thank you for being a member, honey. Good to see you. Why don't your dad take you to the park, Chantal?
Not much Arabic, no. I had a stroke reading that. Salad pissed me off. Yeah. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, it's just the dumbest thing. It's like so childish. Calling him salad. Like, no, seriously, like how stupid is that? It's not even funny. It's not clever. They're not clever. Yeah. Racist. Yeah, his name is like means prayer in Arabic, and they're just ignorant. Fuck, you wouldn't expect any less. You should see some of the nasty messages I get. Like, I can't even believe like animals are better than us. I'm not even kidding. People are used to me telling everything, starfishing stories. Yeah, I know. But I'm not the same person anymore. You thought his name was Salad at first? Nah. It's so weird, yeah. It doesn't matter, Scooties. Like, even if that happened, which I don't remember, but if it happened, okay, once, okay, you laugh it off once. But for it to keep going and people like continually being malicious with it, like, do it elsewhere. You're not in my chat doing it. Yeah.
No, she's right. She's not the same person. Now she's escalated the situation. Now she will exploit a child that has Down syndrome, a child that lives in Syria and already doesn't have a lot. She will absolutely go that far. You know, when I first came on here 10 years ago, I don't think that she was that bad. She got worse over time. So when she says that, she's not wrong. She's actually right. She is a changed person. She's not the person she was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Chantal, you are worse than you ever have been. There is no low that you won't go. You're miserable. You're making other people miserable. You're making people in other countries miserable. Let that sink in. How miserable do you think that Salah's family is, just for the simple fact that they know that he's still entertaining this motherfucker and the kind of grief and problems that she brings to his family? I promise you it's causing problems. She causes problems in her own family, with her mom, probably with her mom's marriage. I'm sure she causes problems. Do you think that she gives a shit though? No, absolutely not. We got to do the giveaway. I was about to cut the fuck out and not even do the giveaway. That's all I got time for today. We went way longer than I expected to, but it was a good one. Let's see. YouTube comment picker. Give me just a moment here. She was always a salami stealing babysitter robbing piece of crap. Yeah, when you put it like that, you're not wrong. God. Again, circle back around to what we said about, I mean, you might have been somebody who believed that that wasn't a possibility, that a person just can't be a bad seed from the very, very beginning. But let Chantal prove you to be wrong, because it is absolutely a possibility. Okay, we're picking today's winners from yesterday's live stream. Damn it, we didn't hear that clip. I've got to make it a point today to find the clip where she says she doesn't even know what reality is anymore, because we still didn't get to that. Foodie Beauty admits she doesn't know what is real with her romance scammer husband. Live reaction. Oh, that was a fucking banger. How long did we go yesterday? 3 hours and 19 minutes. Holy smokes. All right, 10 winners today. If you were picked in this giveaway, please email me at tunderground2323@gmail.com. The email will always be in the description of all of these videos. Send me an address where you want me to ship your prize to. We are doing a giveaway for another trading card today. There are going to be 10 more winners. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Give me just a moment. There we go. I'm going to take that off. 10. Thank you. Pick random YouTube comment. Yes, please. No, we're not interested in this. Maybe later. Maybe later will be premium. Not today. All right. Today's winners of the trading card are Impatient, Addicted to Cobra Girl, Jessica, Jen Shan, Runs with Scissors. Hey, girl. Just Jenny. Is it Mazika? Champagne Kisses, Zam Man, and Polly, whatever that is, something chicken. All right. Well, congratulations to all the winners. I will also post these on the community tab post in case you guys did not stick around for the entire stream, which is totally fine. I get it. Some of us have a life. And some of us are about to just get fucking started, baby. Love you guys so much. Thanks for showing up, showing out as always. See you guys hopefully at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, love you so much. Until then.